Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, you're all having a great day so far. Also, we are back on PV Canyon Crossing by Mr. Dajnet. If you weren't aware, how you doing there? Skogzin, I think that is how you pronounce it. I do apologise if I messed your name up, but how you doing, buddy? My voice is having a funny 5 minutes a minute. I do apologise. Oh, yipes. Hey there, X-Man. How you doing, bud? Uh, How is the holiday, sir? X-Man 1991. And if you guys did not follow Mr. X-Man, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow, and catch him when he does get back from his holidays, start streaming again. Actually, I should jump in Discord, I suppose. There we go. Let's unmute that for anybody who wants to join in. Currently heating up from the frozen pizza. Ah, nice, very nice. I just had some chicken nuggets, and some chips and all that. Great in the pool right now. Are you jammy so and so? I seen the pictures on Facebook and wow, the hotel looks lovely. Wow. So yeah, at the minute I'm just going to be carrying on kind of where I was playing the other day. I'm expanding a few fields, which is my main focus at the minute. I should come across a little bit more, but that should be fine. Let's get that rotated around. And we'll get this lined back up roughly, I think about there should be fine. That's good, that's good, that's good. I can tidy it up afterwards if I make a mess, which I was. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. That's quite good. I like that.
I'd come in and say hi for a quick second or two.
Oh, there we go. Let me turn Discord down. There we go.
Can you hear me,
There we
Billy?
go. Oh, so you're having a good time, are you over there? Hey Vortex, how you doing? There we go. There we go. Hopefully that's fine. Let me just drop that down a bit. I've been messing around with my
Oh, that's
Discord.
really low. Huh. Can you hear me though?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's weird. I can barely hear you in Discord.
Oh, okay. That's very strange.
But it's on my phone though. It could be me.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Let me just check my settings, make sure that they're okay this end. I'm on, yeah, 200% for, yeah, so it should be fine. Yeah. Oh, joy. But yes, it's unusual to have you in here, but that's kind of cool. I like it. And unusual. It's very cool. But yeah, how are you? Are you getting on, relaxing, chilling, taking it nice and easy over there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mexico is nice right now. No bad weather.
Ah, I bet. Yes. We've had rain for most of the day, so it's not the nicest. Rain.
89, 90 degrees for the last
Ooh.
4 days.
Oh, nice. A little bit too hot for me, but
Or I
very
would say,
nice.
what is it, about 29 Celsius? Yours? Is that
Yeah.
how that works?
Well, we've got yeah, I think the highest we get over here is around about 32 Celsius, so whatever that is in Fahrenheit. So, yeah, doing good. Happy to see a farm sim stream. Lol. Yeah, I know there's not that many people out there currently streaming farm sim. Obviously, a lot of people are very invested in Ark and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely a farm sim person for sure. Obviously, I have been playing a little bit of Fishing Planet on the side as well, but yeah, we'll keep that off
How's that?
streams.
Are you excited for Tuesday?
I am actually. It's more the equipment and see what we can get in and actually use on this map and
Hmm.
any maps that come out in the future. Obviously, I know Dave's got the key and everything, so hopefully he's been able to look in and see if he can actually add any new crops and stuff to the map. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Dave will be streaming later, guys, just so you are aware. Hopefully, we'll have some good news, but yeah, to be honest, I doubt it. Actually, talking about Giants, there was an announcement. How you doing there, Ghost DK? I don't know if any of you guys seen it earlier. Let me change to desktop a sec. Da, 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 da,
Are you
da.
going to show them what I?
Yeah, so um, something some information has been released today regarding Farm Sim, and it's actually going to be called Farming Simulator Kids, which is coming soon. From the looks of it, spring next year. And this is going to be for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices.
Yep. And I'm over here with this group here, so I'll take it here, though. Thank you.
Hey,
Sorry.
Viking, how you doing, bud? So yeah, let me bring this up first of all for anybody interested.
Product not yet rated.
And there we go, lovely little presentation there. So this is basically a take on Farming Simulator, for basically designed for kids to get into farming, animal care, stuff like that. Now, one thing that I did notice, I don't know if I can get this to actually show up. No, it's not. But if you look along here, I wonder if I can actually zoom that in a little bit more. Just bring that up a bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Obviously, these are the animals that you'll be able to see in the game. But look at this second one along. Is that an alpaca I see right there? It's either an alpaca or a llama. Well, obviously, until it comes out, you never know with giants. But yeah, it looks like they're adding in some funky animals, I suppose, for the game. So yeah, obviously that is coming out next year. So if you want to check the entire blog out, obviously I'll post this in chat for you guys. You're more than welcome to read through it completely, and obviously if you want to give it a try, go for it. But yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. Now obviously previously Giants have tended to do PC, then like the mobile version the following year, then PC, then mobile. With this coming out next year, it's almost like they're either going to do two things. One, just put out the mobile version and not bother with a new farm sim next year. Or what they may do is actually do both next year. So obviously Farm Sim Kids and a new farming simulator. Obviously until after this DLC this Christmas, we'll hopefully start hearing more about what's happening and whether they will do like an FS25 or whatever it might be called for PC. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, all the information is there. If you guys want to read through it, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, they do have all the productions in there. Looks like there's a lot of John Deere stuff. So if you're a John Deere fan, definitely give it a try. So I don't know. It's definitely one more designed for the kiddie winkles to get them interested in farming and production, and hopefully actually get them then later on in life actually playing the actual game itself, either on PC or console. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's all there. Have a look at it, and yeah, let us know what you guys think. So with that being said, I'm going back to my game because it's more fun. And you're very, very welcome, Mr. Viking, by the way. So yeah, but yeah, obviously Friday's stream for Mr. Dashnet. He will be showing off the premium expansion. He has said he's got the key already. I'm not sure if he's got it downloaded yet, possibly. Also, there's a few other SGA members who will probably be going live on Friday throughout the day showing it off as well. Big Daddy possibly being one of them as well. So make sure to check them out when they do go live. Because obviously if you haven't got it already and you're still umming and ahhing, oh, should I get it, shouldn't I? Maybe that will help you just finalise whether you want to purchase the premium or not. I know a lot of you says, oh no, I'm not getting it, blah blah blah, but then they've seen it and then think, oh well, it's not too bad, and end up purchasing. So it is what it is. So we'll have to wait and see when obviously those early access streamers go live. what it's actually all like. Obviously, it's a single-sized map. But obviously, we're getting the 3 new crops, plus a buttload of new equipment being added to be able to put those crops in the ground and harvest them. So that's something that I am looking forward to, is also those new crops and the new equipment mainly. It's not so much the map, but obviously next week during my streams I will be showing it off, at least on Wednesday stream. I'm not sure about the rest of it because, yeah, you never know. We will see anyway, because it's very small equipment, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow, where I'm going to the hospital. Oh, when I'm going to the hospital to get my shoulder sorted out. Looking forward to that. Oh, that is great, Viking. Good news. Yeah, it's been takes a little while, but yeah, they do get there eventually. So for anyone interested, I am currently on 35. I'm just expanding it a little bit, just to get a little bit more croppage off of here. I think. Oh, wrong key. W1. Yeah, I think about there should be fine. And we'll spin that around. But there you go. Probably a little early for an answer yet on release. Yeah, exactly. And I messed that a little bit up. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, let's go across. I think around about there should be fine. Now at some point I do want to get in and finish off the road I've started about 2 in-game years ago. It's basically coming through this forest here. So I'm about halfway through, but I do want to get through and just finish this road off, and that's pretty much it sorted out. Obviously, last week I was working on field expanding 53, which is now done. It's both these fields have now been stones collected and limed, so they're ready to go. Obviously, January I did get in to my maple trees, got them harvested, and obviously that's now gone over to the sugar mill to get processed. Um, I'm currently liming these 2 fields. I need to get 40 done next. But yeah, obviously that's going to be the next one. I do need to get into this field at some point, get some herbicide in there, get some fertilizer going. So yeah, kind of a little bit busy, and oh, I'm annoyed at myself. I should have waited a little bit longer for my tree saplings to grow. Obviously, in this little corner here, they have now started growing. It's annoying, but it is what it is. So at some point, I'll probably end up removing the saplings that have started growing, and then look at some other areas, because I do have some pallets of sapling trees left to get planted. So I might as well get them in the ground. It's probably where it became winter. Maybe they stopped growing in winter. No idea, but yeah. Right then. Let's see. I would put that as outside. Yeah, possibly Vortex, possibly. But yeah, obviously until next year, we won't know whether we're going to get a new one or if they're just going to continue with 22. To be honest, in my opinion, I'm happy just carry on with 22. I don't know about you guys. I know some people say, "Oh, I'm fed up with 22," blah 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 blah. But in all honesty, I'm still enjoying it and playing it a lot. So, we'll see. We will see. I know Mr. Dave's mentioned a few times that he's happy currently with progress, and obviously he's got loads of time still to go on this map itself. Let's bring you across just a fraction more. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to go around just to get those little bits I've gone over, but it's fine. There we go. And yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thanks there, Mr. Viking. Much appreciated for asking. Oh, Mr. X-Man has disappeared. Obviously, he's on holiday at the minute in the hotel and basking in the sun. It must be nice for him, bless him. How you doing, Mr. Kilroy and Mr. Grits fan? Yeah, my voice is a little hoarse today. I don't know why, but literally as soon as I went live, my voice just went. Ugh. So yeah, I will try my best to make it through the stream without losing my voice completely. Oh, there we go. Now, I don't know if I want to be um, honoured or not, because I don't know if how many of you guys have been watching Mr. Darius Frost today. He's actually got two monkeys that he's actually tamed in Ark. One he's called Billy Alpaca. The other one is called Carasaurus. And if you guys are not aware, my daughter's Twitch name is Carasaurus. Also, she has joined me in a few streams a while ago. But I think it's just really funny because obviously I mentioned about him losing some a monkey a while ago and say, "Oh, go get another one." He's now actually gone out and got two and named them after myself and my daughter. So that's really funny. Uh, but yeah, that is very very funny. That almost makes me want to freaking actually go out, get the game, and name something after Darius now. So, but yeah, thank you very much for that hydrate. Much appreciated, Viking. There we go. Actually, I should be using my New Holland stuff because it's up in this corner. But for some reason, I keep grabbing all the stuff from the central farm. I keep forgetting about it up there. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all had a great last couple of days anyway. Also, yep, there are still streams. I want to mainly focus on the farmland, and I do need to check on my animals to see how they're getting on. I do know that they are nicely aging, which is good, but I also need to keep an eye on the food and stuff, and I will get that stretch for you as well, Mr. Kilroy. Much appreciated. I can do that. Oh, there we go. Ah, lovely. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, I want to get the outskirts at least ploughed up first of all. Then what I'll do is I'll just put a hard helper on the rest of it. Now, obviously, one of the biggest issues with ploughing a field is you can technically get a bit of a hit on your precision farming. To be honest, with the amount that I've ploughed this year, I'm not really worried about it. My score is currently 84 overall. But obviously, if I scroll in, you can see that some of my numbers are pretty high. Obviously, I've got 98, I've got 63. I'm not sure why that one's so low. Nitrogen. Okay, I need to get in there and fertilise that one at some point. It is started growing, so I need to get that sorted out. But as you can see, I've got 99 right there. There's a 70, so. But obviously, the main fields that I've worked since the beginning are all in the 90s. Obviously, I've got this one here. I don't know why, but I keep struggling to get this one up. Obviously, what have we got? pH. Obviously, it's been limed. I do need to get it seeded, so that could be one of the things. I need to keep an eye on this so it doesn't go over. So maybe I'll keep an eye on that until after it's seeded. So it may go up on that one. This is another one right here. Obviously, it is really struggling on certain parts. It looks like pH, so I need to get in there, get that limed. Obviously, this is a field that's just being cut and it's regrowing, and yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, even with just adding that in, it's added just a 57 onto there. That will obviously level out and hopefully match in with that. But overall, not doing too bad. It's kind of a pain with the orchards there, but to be honest, I'm pretty happy. I'm getting a 10% boost or bonus when selling products, so I'm happy with that. So yeah. Hi. Obviously I've got this area here, and it doesn't even show up a score, which is mental. Actually, cannot I purchase that again? Yeah, see, it's not even giving me a score even in this area. Oh, there we go. It's because I wasn't scrolled in enough. So 83, 81, 82. Oh, that's not bad actually. Just need to work on. Oh, come on. That send to one, which is the weed control. Yeah, those they are bogged down. Get it? Bogged down in weeds. I'm sorry. I was actually drove past there earlier. I had to pop to the sugar mill to pick up some pallets that were spawned out. And yeah, there's a lot of weeds down there. But obviously, once I get that seeded, that should take that out of the equation. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey there, Mr. Prom. How you doing, sir? Obviously, thank you very much for sending me that stuff over. I did have a look, and it's an interesting way of doing it, actually. I may look into something similar in the future. There we go. That's fine. So yeah, I'll just do this quickly, and then I can just set off the hired helper on the rest of that. You don't know? What's the matter, Mr. Grits fan? What don't you know? I don't know a lot of things. Actually, one thing I am really, really waiting on is these ponds to defrost so I can actually get in there and obviously start collecting some silt. Not silt, some clay again. I keep wanting to say silt, it's not good. Some silt to get. Oh, there we go again. Clay! Clay! It's freaking clay! Oh, yeah, definitely midweek is alright. Oh, man. But yeah, what am I doing? I am currently expanding field. What number was that? 35. So I'm literally just above the stone crusher or the rock crusher. I'm just taking out a little bit and obviously just increase the size of that field. So that is what I'm currently doing. Obviously, once I've cleared that grass area just around, what I'll do is I'll set a hired helper just to finish off the rest of that field. And then I'll look into some of these other fields. But yeah, I need to keep an eye on him because obviously he is getting a little bit low. He's 17% full at the minute. So hopefully he should be okay for a little while. I thought you could. I thought you could be interested. I used it in the bridges and then it looks nice. Yeah, exactly. It does look pretty cool. But yeah, it would be nice if the obviously I haven't really pulled it in game, but it would be nice if that actually scrolled around as well. There, Mr. Prom. I'll have to look into it properly and see what I can do. Obviously, at the minute I am trying to finish off obviously the tier production packs. I've been working on the tier 2s. And Mr. NBC Master Dad resubbing for 23 months. Much appreciated, buddy. How are you doing, sir? NBC Master. Oh, there we go. There is obviously a shout out. Thank you, Viking, for Mr. NBC Master Dad. Obviously, yesterday he was streaming a bit of Wreckfest. It looks like he went over to do a bit of Satisfactory. I know he does a bit of Fishing Planet. Obviously, from time to time, a bit of Farm Sim, who knows? But yeah, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow, and check him out. Obviously, a lot of the Wreckfest and stuff like that, Fishing Planet, you can join in if you want to, if you've got the game. So yeah, get over there and enjoy it. But yeah, thank you once again. All good things, the ability to use the shaders and edit it. That'd be very interesting. Yeah. But yeah, my my voice is gone. It's not good. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Right. Let's see. But yeah, great. And you, not too bad. My voice is going, like I mentioned. But apart from that, not too bad. Obviously tomorrow. Obviously on a side note, this is more of a personal thing. I do need to go and get 4 new tyres. I checked them today, and yeah, a couple of them are slightly over the legal limit. So I need to get them changed. So this afternoon I was phoning around and to get 4 new tyres on my current car, it's going to cost me £120 for 4, which isn't bad. It could be a lot worse compared to some of the quotes I had, but yeah, that's going to be fun. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'm going to be taking a bit of a drive to get them sorted out. And obviously with all these, the driving from to like Devon regularly and back each month, it's definitely going to be needed. So yeah, Christmas cut around the corner, definitely want it. It cost you 1,200 for your tires, yeah. And obviously, I think you got like a big pickup truck, haven't you, as well? Obviously, mine is not like that, but yeah. But yeah, obviously, big chunky wheels cost more. Thankfully, the ones I've got on my car are quite small. So yeah. Used to put on. Ah, right, okay. Let me turn that down because it's a little bit high. There we go. On that speed. We'll rotate you and bring that across. There we go. But yeah, obviously, where we're going up to Devon and back a lot, it is something that is needed. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty skint for the next few weeks. So yeah, joys of having vehicles, guys. It is. And the worst thing is, I haven't told my wife, but I believe the exhaust's on its way out as well. I noticed the last couple of days, there's another sound coming from underneath the car, almost like there's a break in the pipe or something. So, obviously, if I can get it quickly, obviously you can patch that up. I know, um, my dad used to do it a lot with our old cars. Obviously, where the exhaust starts going, you can put a little patch on it, like a band-aid type thing, and it does last a fair while. So I might have to look into try and get one of them at some point as well. Get onto the car, get that fixed, so it lasts at least until next year. Why do you want it bigger for? So I get more crops off the fields, Mr. Grits fan. Why not? Obviously, there's a lot of grassland I don't touch, so it's better to be able to, in my opinion, utilize that area with a crop rather than just have it laid with grass. There we go. So I'll take it this way, one more, probably down way, maybe? I don't know. It might be wide enough that I can hit the hired helper just to do that last little bit. But obviously, I'll just stay with it just to make sure he doesn't overhit. But yeah, actually, while I think about it quickly, just got your winter tires on your car. Cost me $1,640. Holy smokes! That's a lot of dosh. Let's see, let's see. So they're fine up to 4 months, so that's definitely working good. That's fine. I need to get in and get the milk pulled from them. Obviously, one thing I did do the other day, like I mentioned, obviously I've got a pen full of, or partly full of Angus. I ended up putting 60 of those brown Swisses in there just to utilise the pen a little bit better. And obviously, as you can see, just in what, a month or so, I've actually filled up with milk on with that's just with 60. I could technically sell some of these cows now if I wanted to. Obviously, I do need to get the slurry out of here. I do need to get some straw into that one as well, thinking about it. But we'll see. Right, so the piggies, they're doing fine. They're on 4 months. Fine, fine, fine-ish. Dogs, they're okay. They're pumping along fine. Got loads of kittens now being produced, so that's nice. So what I can then do is take out these adults and grow up the kittens, I think. We'll see with that. Still haven't quite decided. Obviously, get some of them over to obviously do the support and morale with the dogs. That's fine. That could do being topped up. There we go. Yeah, not half. Not half. But yeah, it's cars in general, really. They are quite expensive to run. And obviously, we're on benefits, so it's, yeah, even tougher to get things repaired quickly. Right, so yeah, I'll just do that myself actually. Let's see. So yeah, I could probably look into getting some of these cats taken out that are old enough. 12 months, 12 months. Yeah, let's see. We've got 3, 11, 17, 21, 21, 22, 23, 30. That's a random load of numbers. I'm sure I had them all equal. Weird. Anyway, that's fine at the minute. That's fine at the minute. That could do be topped up, but it's fine. You're doing okay at the moment. We need to get some straw into some of these. And the chickies are still getting there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so at the minute my animals are perfectly fine. So that's cool. I can focus more on the farming for the minute. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on it on obviously February 2nd. Oh, that's point. February. I just haven't suddenly had a thought. Orchards. When are those other ones ready? March and April. Okay. Phew. I almost thought that these were already ready, but nope. I am a month ahead of time, so that's good. Ooh, that's okay. Now, actually, while that's going down, let's have a little look, see what's going on. So, actually, while I think about it, yesterday I spent a heck of a lot of time doing some selling in addition to some other things. Um, I've now got my loans down to just under 12 million. So it's slowly getting there. Hopefully, I can still get it done by the end of this year. We'll see. It's going to be very, very tight because I got some products in there that, yeah, not very costly. But I do know in February, I think it's juices. Yeah, I've not got much of that, not much of that, but I could sell some of these. Ooh, the cherry's good. The orange is good. See, I could get rid of some of this, get a bit of money, at least pay that off. Juices. I'm not really worried about that. Um, That's the orchard stuff, so I'm not even thinking about that. The juice as well there. Ooh, okay. Grape juice. Got to remember that one. Okay. But yeah, technically I could actually go through, sell the whole friggin' lot for 141 million, but yeah, I'm not going to do that straight away. So this is a great reason for having this time saving stock check mod. You can see what gets sold in that month, what's up and coming, and obviously how much you're going to make, which is really, really cool. So yeah, obviously that's now on the way down. So I've missed the high peak on this. Obviously it would have sold for about a little bit more actually. But yeah, that's a good price. I need to get these in to some of those flat racks and sold. And they're not going too far. They're all going to Walmart, so that's cool. Okay. So once I get down the end, I'll turn around, I'll put this on hired helper, and then what I'll do is I'll go jump in the truck and start getting that loaded up. Actually, I think, if I remember rightly, I did park a trailer over there. So yeah, my truck and trailer is there already, so that's fine. Coolio. The same me having to try and find the friggin' thing. Billy, what is Farming Simulator Kids coming soon? So that is a mobile and Switch game based on Farming Simulator, but designed for kids. And I suppose maybe some young adults who may want to play it as well, actually, but more to do with focus for kids to play, to get them introduced into the farming game genre, I suppose the best way to put it. Obviously, it does have productions in there from the looks of the video. Obviously, you've got the different animal husbandries in there. Obviously, you get to drive a lot of. I think from the looks of it, it's mostly John Deere equipment, which I thought really. I'm kind of hoping, obviously, to see maybe more in-game footage to show what equipment they're actually using, rather than hopefully it's not just all John Deere, but it is what it is. But yeah, obviously that is going to be coming out next year, so maybe one to introduce to your kids, your grandkids, or whoever, and see what they think it's like. But yeah, I'm going to be sticking with the PC version myself, and yeah, enjoying it. There we go. There's that. Well, obviously, if there's going to be any updates, obviously this following Tuesday, so a week yesterday will be that when we find out whether they need to or not. Hopefully before that, actually, to be honest. So obviously I do have a couple of things ready for Mr. Dave already for the next update for you guys. So we shall see. Right, so you're fine for the minute. Obviously one thing I will do is I'll get a second tractor over here with the stone picker. So let's go do that first of all. Make a note what field was that, 35, okay. And have you run it again? Probably. So we'll get that finished, topped up first, and then we'll get that stone thingy over there. The joys of having auto drive as well, you can just set it off and they'll take it to wherever they need to. There we go. And there's you. But yeah, at some point I do still want to get this replaced with obviously that Homer. Oh, because obviously it's got the longer spout or the pipe on it, so it makes life a little bit easier. Obviously, I still need to get into that pond. That's the main pond I want to get to actually, so I can actually start creating a new field for either rice or cranberries next year, or this year, I should say. But yeah, while it's frozen, can't do nothing. Actually, what I can do is pop you over in just a minute and show you the field area I was working on the other day. There we go, there we go. Hey Rusty Nail, how you doing there, buddy? Hopefully you've had a great couple of days. There we are. There we go. I'll get you set off again. So yeah, the other area, obviously on Monday stream I was over here. Obviously clearing off those trees and such. I finally got rid of those last little pieces in here, and obviously it came through expanded field 53. So as you can see, I've now got two decent sized fields over here. Obviously that was expanded previously. Obviously I've now got them, the stones picked up off them. They're limed. They're ready to rock and roll now. Obviously, I don't think I think it's March if I remember rightly. So that one, yeah. Obviously March. Is it March for placing the orchards and stuff down? Let's see. Tobacco, hops. Yeah. So in March, I do need to make sure I've got plenty of money saved up. Obviously, I want to expand my hops. So obviously at the minute I've got this little area, brown area at the front here. That's all my hops currently. Obviously with the last couple of harvests I've had off of them, they're not producing enough products to run Sam Adams. So my plan is this grass area on this side here, on the right hand side there that I'm pointing at, that's the area I'm going to basically create one humongous hops field or plantation, whatever. So one thing I am going to do is put a little road in between just to separate and allow me to obviously turn around with obviously these guys up here. But yeah, it's going to be friggin' humongous. So yeah. What buildings what? Huh? What building? What building? And obviously how you doing there, Heiko and Ryan? Have you seen the boats Lambo mod has been making for his map? Has one with a arm for picking up crab pots. Really? No, I haven't. I wonder where he got those ideas from, hey? Hmm. Oh. Yes, I wonder where he got the idea for crab pots from, huh? Hmm. We shall see. Uh, hey there, Farmer Marks and KW. So the one in Byfield 53. So obviously, if you're on about this one, this is the um, exotic oils factory. If that's the one you're on about. Next to that, I've got the coffee factory. Yeah, so that's the exotic oils. Obviously, you unload at the front there, and then around the back is the spawn area. I'm currently not actually using this. I've just got it placed here. There is some products in it, but it's not active because obviously I've gone over to using the PV Canyon Crossing oils now. But yeah, obviously that would do like your coconut oil and stuff like that. But yeah, next to that, obviously I've got the coffee factory and the juice factory. Obviously this is juices I need to get sorted out. But yeah, that is basically the state of the affairs over here. Obviously I will be getting in and planting this lot at some point. I think it's March is the earliest I can start planting if I remember rightly. So it's either March or April. I don't know if I want to put any more cotton in. I've got quite a lot already, so yeah, looks like March is going to be. I've got another month at least free from planting. But yeah, and then it's all heck's going to break loose. But yeah, actually, while thinking about it, let me up that a minute because it makes life a little bit easier. Obviously, I'm not too worried about the nitrogen level yet. Obviously, once it gets in and seeded, that is when I'm going to really see whether I need to add any more. Right, where the heck's this road? Right, so this is what I've got currently. Obviously, I do want to expand that across. Let's see, where are we? Come across up here, up this hill. That's weird. It looked almost like there was a road in there. Maybe it's just the terrain painting stuff or something on a certain angle. But yeah, literally what I want to do is expand, carry that road on, so it comes right out to this little dirt track here, and then obviously it'll join in up to the orchard. So it's getting there. It's about halfway through. Depending on the angle you take, it may need to take some of this out as well. But yeah, we'll see. But it's literally going to come straight through. So rather than going all the way down and around that way, I can just literally come straight in from those fields. And yeah, the boats can raise up and down for different heights, water planes, while the wheels are on the ground. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'll have a look at that and see what he's on about, because I do know he's spoken to Mr. Dave about a few things, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Righty, so let's come in here. Catch you later there, Mr. Ghost. Thanks for popping in, bud. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Right, so let's turn all this off because it is friggin' annoying. There we go. Right, so I do want to get in and start doing some of these juices. So let's start off with. Might as well just start with the ABCs and stuff, aren't we? So apple is probably going to be the first one. Right, so apple juice right there. We have 150 pallets. Look at that banging. There we go. Lots and lots of pallets, lots and lots of pallets. But yeah, there we go. Let's grab a drink. Wet my voice a little bit more. Obviously, I have been playing. Actually, while that's loading in, obviously the other day I did mention about getting the smoke effects into production. Obviously, I showed off Mr. Hines here. Now, I've been playing around with different options for it. Now, I just cannot get it to work the way I want to. Obviously, initially I set it on a fill plane, so as it built, it raised up from underneath. It didn't look right. Obviously, partway through the build, it's actually coming through the building itself. It looked like it was on smoke or it was on fire or something. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I think for the buildables, for the minute until something comes around a little bit better, the smoke is not going to be on them. But what I am going to try and do with the next mod pack for whatever map Dave puts out, whether it's going to be a version 2 of this or AX or whatever, any pre-built buildings, I am going to look into adding some of these smoke chimney effects to them. So things like your tier 2 production, stuff like that, and what else is there? I don't know, but yeah, I've got to see if I can get smoke into them. I did play around a little bit with some greenhouses the other day, trying to see if I could get the sprinklers working on it. Haven't been able to yet, but I do have a couple of things I could try, so I'm just kind of curious where the smoke would be on this thing. Probably the pipe right there. So yeah, something to look into in the future. Maybe that pipe, one there, Maybe something on there. But yeah, we will see how much gets added with some smoke. It's something I've wanted, in case if you weren't aware, something I have been wanting for quite a while and not been able to until now figure it out, thanks to Mr. PDBSSB. Actually, what I think about it, where are you? Tobacco's here. See, what I could do is actually on these little triple pipes here, I could have a small stream of smoke coming out of there. But yeah, it's an idea and an option. We will see. I'm obsessed with this smoke now. I know how to do it. It's getting it to work on everything is a problem. Right. But yeah, how are you doing there, Mr. The Vink? Uh, There we go. How are you doing? You're stopped. What have you stopped for? Oh, which one was that? Was that orange juice? That's apple juice. Okay. Did that spawn all the apple out? Did it? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. No, there's still some in there. Maybe it just goes a little bit slow. There we go. Still 60 odd pallets in there. So let's get that spawning back out. Oh, nice. Actually, I know what it is. It's not going. I need to move that rear spawn trigger so it's a little bit further forward. That's something to add to the list. I don't know if you guys it gets you, but this second one just doesn't seem to load in that easy unless you get it really close. There we go. Let's get to you. So yeah, what I might look into as well is just adjusting the rear one so it's a little bit forward and even maybe raise it up, to be honest. It might work. We'll see. But yeah, definitely bring that rear one forward a fraction. There we go. So the nice thing is then it will just constantly keep spawning the products out so you can load them into these containers. Actually, I do need to have a look at Green Thumb's Woodworks factory at some point. Right, let's try that again. Apples, juice, there we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. And Mr. The Vink, thank you very much for those biddies, much appreciated. Oh, thank you. For some weird reason I didn't get a sound alert on that, which is weird, but yeah, much appreciated, buddy, much appreciated. I'm gonna have to look into the sound alerts on these things. When is early access for the expansion? Is it today? No, it will be Friday for anybody that does have early access. So Mr. Dashnet, Mr. possibly Darius if he can get off of Ark. Big Daddy is another one who would probably have early access. So yeah, it seems to be mainly Twitch and YouTube partner type people. So yeah. But yeah, definitely check out Mr. Dashnet on Friday. That's on. That's on now. Cool. And obviously, after my stream, we will be going over to Mr. Dashnet on Friday. So yep, you'll be able to see it. And obviously, he is streaming later. As I mentioned, he has got the access key for the premium expansion already. So I'm hoping he's had a chance to have a look into it and see if anything can be added in. So, obviously, one of the biggest issues is whether we're going to need to restart. I'm hoping not. Obviously, it's not going to be a necessity with any luck this time around to actually have it or own it, should say. Unlike the platinum, because obviously this stuff's baked in here pretty hard, that's for sure. Here we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's get you in there. Actually, what I could do... Okay, I'm going to do a quick save and a little tweak to that, actually, because that's going to bake my noggin in. Seems go. Yep, there we go. Oh, thumbs up. Okay, got you. Right, let's see. PV Canyon Crossing. Let me go to the desktop a sec. As I'll be quitting this. Yes. Come back to the folder. We want the logistics center. And what I might do is actually get this uploaded to as well for the next update. Obviously, I think I still need to add in obviously that poppy seed oil to this, so I could do that at the same time. So what I'm just going to do is a quick little edit in the i3D just to bring that spawn trigger forward a little bit at the back, so hopefully it makes life on loading up a little bit easier. Right, so where the heck's the front of this thing? That's the back. That's the front. There we go. Now in here is spawn pallet spawns. There we are. Now I want that one. Now I want to tweak it forward just a fraction. I think around about there should be fine. Actually, can I take that tip out there? Let's try 5. We'll try 5 for the minute on that one. So that should be good. Obviously, if that is a good spawn and it's not bouncing over the top of the other ones, I can then adjust the other one. Obviously, whenever you're editing an i3D, one, make sure you do not have the zipped version in as well, the same folder. So we'll just delete that one. That should be fine there for the minute. I can always edit that again in a moment. We'll get this loaded back up and have a little play. And hydrate from Mr. Rusty Nail. Thank you very much. And how you doing there, Miss Mamadou? Hopefully you're doing well. Do do. Do 53. There we go. And obviously, if you're not following Mamadou, make sure to go over, click on her link, give her a follow. She is an amazing content creator. She's playing this map, so big, huge hats off to her for doing that. I know it can be quite overwhelming for some people, but yeah, she is tackling it head on. So go over and check her out when she is live, and obviously ask some questions, point her in the right direction if anyone's not around. So yeah. It's all good. I don't know how she's. I know she's been working on her second bridge recently, so yeah, hopefully that's doing good. Doing very well. How are you? I'm not doing too bad. A little bit of a hoarse throat today, but it is what it is. Obviously, once I get through today, I'll pop a couple of throat lozenges and see if that helps a bit. But yeah, hopefully that's not too far forward. Thinking about it. It might need to be adjusted slightly further back just for the spawning on those pallets there. But yeah, at some point I do want to have a look into doing a different version of barrel logistics where you can actually distribute to it rather than having an additional trigger to be able to do that for the next map as well. We shall see. Might have to have 2 versions in that map. One where it's set up as just a storage like it is now, but then have an optional second one that you could basically replace it with, where you can distribute to and from it. I think that'd be a nice idea actually. So then you have the choice. The reason I set it up initially the way it was, and this is mainly for you guys out there, is obviously where you've got so many productions running, it's easier to have, like say for instance, if you've got like a full factory of sugar, you'd rather, in my opinion, I'd rather have it going to a factory rather than straight into storage. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys probably got additional storages placed down to take the stuff. Yeah, which kind of overwrites that kind of option. But yeah, yeah, I mainly wanted it as just a storage because that's what it was in 19. Obviously, it would be nice if we could get those big containers though for some of the stuff. But Using obviously these Hispano modding container packs, they're great, I tell you, for transporting obviously 220, 240 pallets in a go. That's not bad when you're selling. Definitely well worth it, that's for sure. Um, there we go. Let me just have a little look at this while this is reloading. Yeah, it could be done actually. It could be easily adjusted. Everything's there already. Two self stations, no. Obviously, the only problem is the menu itself would be friggin' huge. Think of every pallet on the map being distributed to it. That is a lot of products. Obviously, if you've seen any of the storages like Mr. Boomhauer has, I think obviously the ones that I've done, they're quite lengthy when you go into the menu, which is one reason I kind of wanted to try and keep them away from that. But I don't know. I know a lot of people have mentioned about having it distribute to and from. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I might just set one up just for you guys. Right, let's get over here and check, see what's like, and then if it's in a good position, what I can then do is look into. So now, so what's the next juice? Cherry. Let's have a look. I've spun a lot of that out. As long as it's not too far forward. I could actually technically move that front one a little bit forward as well. But we'll see what the second row's like. I'm hoping around about there. Oh, yes. That should be perfect. I think. Just brought it forward that little bit. Should be hit by the trigger. Okay, cool. Right then, so let's get this going. Oh, let's get you going again. Hire the helper there. We'll pop a helper back on there. Cool. That's fine. So we're going to Walmart, I believe it was, wasn't it, for the juice? So let's come in here. Let's just check that. Obviously, that was the apple juice, wasn't it? So, apple juice, apple juice, apple juice. Right there. So, yeah, we're going to Walmart. So cool. Hey there, Mac HB. How you doing there, buddy? Right, so that's fine now. Adjust that other trigger as well at some point. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind, obviously, adjusting those triggers, spawn triggers, it's going to be a pain for some of those bigger pallets. And one thing about it, I should really bounce over to here. So things like the armoire pallets, and let's think the drywall pallets, obviously where they're a little bit bigger than normal, obviously you probably only end up with one row. Obviously I haven't even tried spawning armoires out of there yet anyway, so yeah, I'd say use it from the factory. Oh jeez, a couple of empty silos there, that's not good. But yeah, as you can see from obviously my last harvest, it barely filled up. I think I got to about halfway on the silos there for the hemp. So, or hop should say, not hemp. So yeah, definitely need to find some way of getting more placed down this year. Righty, let's get this sold. So Walmart, here we come. Thankfully it's right practically down the road, so makes life a little bit easier. There we go. Right, so spin that into here. I've got some pallets I need to clear from the butchers, so I could probably do that in a minute. That's probably all that cow meat from the other day when I was clearing out. There we go, perfect. Right. Let me jump over here just a sec. Chicken is out of space. Holy smokes. That's a lot of friggin' pallets of chickens, guys. Super strength. There we go. What I need is a decent pusher that's set up quite high I can push all these regularly. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's get you out of the way quickly before they start spawning back out. There we go. I still need to sort that out because obviously that's dust coming out of there. It should be more of a white smoke. Interesting. Lots of little things to learn. Right, let's see how we're doing, storage wise. We've got 3 of mutton, 2 chivon, tons and tons of friggin' chicken fillets. Oh my goodness. The main one I really need is bacon at the minute. Where was I? The craft factory. And I noticed I got no bacon. There's one product all been produced, apart from one, and it needs bacon. So I really need to get some piggies grown up at some point. Right. Walmart, right there, right in front of me. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, hopefully all you guys are having a great day so far. Obviously over here in the UK where I am, it's been peeing it down for most of the day, which is freaking horrible. There we go. Bump. And obviously if you do have any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to pop it in chat, and obviously I'll try and answer it as best I can. 45, let me just adjust that. Minus 45. Oop. And I'll save that. Hopefully you're saved. Yep, close that. There we go. I can sort my screens back out quickly. There we go. Hey there, trucking master. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Hopefully you're good, sir. And obviously welcome in. Just currently doing some selling. Obviously, as you can see, I do have a couple of hired helpers doing some work. One is currently ploughing up a field, the other is liming it, and I need to keep an eye on that. So 30%. Obviously, with these big fields, the lime goes through pretty quickly. That's perfect. Look at that. So as soon as they spawn out, that is then going to go straight into store the container flat rack there. I haven't as yet added in any of the containers by Hispano modding, or back in, should say. Obviously, I am currently waiting on Green Thumb's little woodworks factory to finish building. What one was that? That was just cherry, wasn't it? So we'll get the rest of that spawning out. We'll pop over and see how that build is actually doing, thinking about it. Cherry juice. There we go. 175. Holy crap! I might have to do 2 trips on this one. But let's see how that's doing. See, that is perfect. Spawn out. There we go. Good. Now, obviously, I've got mine placed over here. I'm not actually going to teleport into it because you kind of teleport inside the actual factory. It's not even finished building. Actually, that would be fine for the minute. It's lucky there's nothing there actually. Otherwise, you'd be spawning inside of a building. That would be kind of a pain. I noticed that every truck. I noticed that every truck has its own air brake sound in real life. Yeah. Yep. I do know actually. Oh, on the Giants website, there's actually people who've been going out recording different parts of vehicles, tractors, trucks, and stuff. And a lot of modders are actually starting to put them in. Oh, there we go. There's another bit of building coming in. That's nice. That wasn't there earlier, but it's getting there. It's getting there slowly. Yeah. So air brakes. Obviously, one of the biggest ones I think is the TLX. Is it the Phoenixes or the Winterwolves? Their air brakes are like freaking how loud? It's nasty. That's not the one I want. I want this truck here. Oh, cripe's sakes. That truck there. Oh, close enough. And because I've got flight mode on, I can't get into here. But yeah, that's not doing too bad, that build. Hopefully that should be done pretty soon. Right, let's get this into here. And how you doing there? I am Trans Gaming. It's been a while since I've seen you around here. Hopefully you're doing well. There we go, there we go. Just get this last little bits in here. I think that should be all of them now. There we go. Let's just double check that, make sure. So cherry juice, then we'll go get that sold as well. Cherry. Not see it anymore. Oh no, it's cherry vodka, cherry wheat. No, that's good. Cool. So that's all the cherry juice gone. Nice. Tracking master, you got me. I noticed it also in Snow Runner. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I don't mind them. But obviously, in some of the mods, they are a little bit overpowering with those Jake brakes and stuff like that, air brakes. Hence why I stick to the old in-game man trucks and stuff. Actually, I've purchased a few of the Volvos, and actually I've replaced one of my trucks as well the other day. I can't remember if I was showing off, but I ended up purchasing one of these guys. Yeah, for the logging side of things. So also getting into the game, the map a little bit more on a steady basis, I suppose is the best way to put it, is I can actually now focus on getting the right equipment for the right areas. So like forestry equipment for forestry and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely getting there. Let's get this unloading while braking. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really play the Snow Runner, but it's kind of cool. So yeah. Right, so let me see. Yeah, to be honest, I have tried watching it, but I don't know. It just seems like a complete struggle bus. Mud Runner, Snow Runner. Ugh. I know some people have added in, like the mod, for example, on certain maps where you got the mud and such. But yeah, not my kettle of fish, really. Right, where is the rock crusher on the map for the boulders? So that is across here. So right here. So see, this is a sawmill, and this is where it is. So it's literally, look at, you can find 30 field 35. Just come straight down, and it's right here. If plot wise, it's going to be plot. What the heck plot number's that? Let me unclick that a sec. 88. There you go. So I am Trans Gaming. It is plot 88 for the built-in stone crusher. And obviously that's where those boulders that spawn can go, as well as rocks from the mine floor or off of the fields. They will accept both of them. You're very, very welcome, buddy. Yeah, the creaking cat. Yeah, I know what you're on about, but yeah. I know it. Yeah, we will see. Right, how are you doing? You're well full. Jeez, that's good. You should be fine, but yeah. Obviously, I do need to get more clay into that at some point. I know the other day I looked at it and it was getting a bit low. Obviously, having that blinking pond frozen over at the minute is a bit of a nightmare. There we go. Now, obviously, if you are playing on this map, oh, jeez. Trucking Master 1, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, I love logging jobs and much. Yeah, obviously, I don't know if you were here a little while ago. Obviously, on the map over the weekend, I literally cleared an area here. There was a heck of a lot of logs all by hand. It was, oh, jeez. Obviously, I was using what the Rotney this in game to help with that. But yeah, that was a lot of trees to cut down in that little area, and it allowed me to obviously clear enough area to expand my field 53. So yay! And obviously I am going to be carrying on my little road that's here. I think I'm around about here at the minute on it. Obviously I do need to bring it right out so it marries into this field. While I think about it as well, let's have a look. Obviously I do still have some drill shafts up here and pipes. Obviously I do have two currently running. Now obviously the other day I did go through, pick the pallets up. I had like 4 pallets from each drill. Obviously they then went into the refinery. Look, I've already got another pallet spawned out. So this area is going to be very lucrative. That's very, very cool. There you go. So yeah, I've got 259 there. I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same with that one, so I'm not even going to look at that. But yeah, if you weren't aware, obviously, once they start spawning pallets out, so one thing you could do is deliver them to the silo down the bottom here, and then use the boat, one of the boats, to move it around to the refinery. The other option is to load it up onto a trailer like I did and drive it all the way down here. Obviously, the refinery is right here. There we go. Helps if I click on the right image. So this is it right here. I'm in the middle of it. Like I mentioned the other day, I've got, what was it, 12,000 litres, so 4 pallets, roughly, from each. That can't be right. 3, 6, 9, 12. Must have been 2. No, I'm sure I had 4 out of each. I can't remember. But yeah, obviously, at the minute, this is only producing plastic for me. I do have it set to distributing, so it's going off to the factories that it's needed to as it's produced. But obviously it's just the other side of Alcoa. There's the Alcoa right there. So you have to come down the road just past it. In through here. Around the back, if you haven't seen this yet, is the unload trigger for it. Obviously this will also produce diesel. And obviously right next to it is going to be the trigger to pick up the diesel. So this is where your crude oil gets unloaded to. And then next to that is where you pick up your diesel. Obviously if you played 19 you'd recognise the building. Obviously it was on PV County. It did put out some additional products like the hexane, but that was never brought over, so it is what it is. To be honest, I can't even remember what hexane was used for on PV County, but at some point I do want to get in here. I've noticed some of these visuals are just, the decorations are actually sunk into the ground. They need to be raised up above it and maybe tidied up a little bit, because those graphics are freaking gross. I could even replace them with some of their base game palettes, to be honest. But things like this as well. There's something missing right there. What the heck? It's madness. It's absolutely madness. But yeah, little things like this are what needs to be tweaked, I think, and sorted out. I don't know where the heck the rest of that is. Oh jeez. Oh my goodness. No ideas. Obviously something got missed when it was being converted. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, we will see. Right, anyway, sidetracked. Sorry. Wrong one. I want that. I keep hitting the little pins. There we go. Righty, so we've just done the cherry. So, see. Let's have a look. So we are on juices. Cherry is done, so we're on to cranberries. To be honest, I haven't really got a lot of cranberries. I should really deactivate that and just focus on getting that, making the cherry, not the cherry, the cranberry bread. I might do that actually. Anyway, so see. So we've got grape juice, pineapple, and orange still to go. Okay. it's probably going to be the grape juice next. Let's bang on through. And it's a dumb reason to delete the game, but it's annoyed me. Alright, yeah. Gee, grape. Grape juice, right there, 84, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I've got games out there, actually, here, where, oh, fudge nuggets. That needs to be adjusted, because that should be spawning on that other trigger. Let's park you there. Right, so I need to change spawn area for grapes. Juice. Okay. Okay, made a note of that. There's that. Actually, I need to. I've got I think about half a pallet of raisins actually on a trailer. I need to bring down here at some point. Come on, and you, come on. There we go. That should be more than enough space to get them going. Actually, can I just scoot that across a wee fraction more? There we go. And hopefully that's going to be close enough on that side. Which it is, it should be fine there. But yeah, there is actually one or two games that I want to remove from my computer actually. At some point I do want to get Ark and try it out at some point. Whether I stream it, I have no idea, probably not, but yeah, it would be quite nice to actually try it myself and see. I have played the mobile version a while ago and I kind of enjoyed it. My daughter's played the PC version and she seemed to, I think she got a little confused at times about doing certain things, but don't we all? There we go. That's fine. But yeah, definitely want to get a creature and call it Miss Darius Frost or something. Still running it. I am on the first repair bridge mission. My truck is stuck with the front wheels on a curb. Can't move. Haven't played since. Oh, blimey. Yeah. And that just, yeah, that whole thing just gets me frustrated. And obviously, if I had the game, I would just rage quit it and delete it. So it's kind of pointless having it for me personally. But the thing is, there is a lot of people out there who do love SnowRunner and MudRunner, and oh, yeah, nah, it's fine. You enjoy it. Also, I know I have lurked quite a bit in 2022 Farming Guys streams, and obviously he seems to love that game, amongst others. But yeah, hats off to him. Right, grape juice. Where is this one going? Hopefully the same place, Walmart. Obviously, for some weird reason, and I'm showing up cranberry juice to go to Aldi. I'm sure that was saying they were all on Walmart a minute ago. Strange. Right, anyway, grape juice. Somewhere near the top. And that's going to Johnson's Farmers Market. Okay. Yeah, pain in the bums. Right. Let's see. Cranberry. You can stay. Yeah, I think we'll just probably finish off with the orange juice for now. It's kind of weird that that is really quite slow. I thought the juice factory was a lot faster. I don't think I actually used it much in Wolf Creek, to be honest. So yeah, nothing to base it off of. But yeah, that definitely seems a little bit slow. There we go. Actually, I do need to check on the wife. She wasn't feeling the greatest earlier, so obviously I have asked my daughter to keep an eye on her for the minute. I'd imagine she's got a phone call coming today. Actually, that's something else I want to do as well here. Along this grass verge, either side and around where Walmart is, I want to place some trees down. Now, I'm not sure what trees I want to use, whether I carry on with the hickory smoke, whatever you call them, trees over there that I've put on around a lot of this area. I probably will. Obviously, I might leave a bit of a gap here. Actually, yeah, probably what I'll do is I'll start maybe this area here, fill that in with trees, and then obviously that little bit there. Actually, I could do pine. Not pine, what do you call it? Is it pine? Pine. Crap. I'm forgetting my tree types now, guys. It's not good. Landscape, trees. Yeah, so this is the one I usually use, the hickories. That's the one. Shagbar hickories. Yeah, so what I'd probably do is have a load of these to fill in this area up along here. Just fill it in. Maybe you can find some other trees, maybe some spruces in amongst that. That's the ones. Birches, that's the ones. Could put maybe some birches along there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 4 or 5 of that. And then, yeah, that would be fine actually along there. So this is kind of how I do mine. What I'll do is I'll place down the trees roughly equal distance along it. Then what I will do is I'll look for a smaller tree or bush, or something like a dogwood or something like the serviceberry, and fill in underneath. So where the trunk is for the tree, I'll fill in with some of these lower ones. Obviously, with this one here, I've actually removed them, but I did have some placed in here just to help hide it a little bit more. And it does work quite well, actually. But that's an idea. That's something to look into later on. Right now, I do need to get, obviously, more and more money. Oh, my goodness. Busy. Yeah, so once, obviously, I get that woodwork factory built, I can actually get products into it. Then I'm going to be thinking about, okay, what factory do I want next? I was considering doing originally the Cargill, but I think at the moment with my animals, I am producing enough food just with that tier 1 animal feed production. So it then got me thinking about, okay, what do I currently have in storage, a lot of, that isn't being used? And a lot of my orchard products are not currently being used, which is strange. So I decided to purchase another plot of land, by the way, guys. Literally this afternoon before I went live. I had a couple of hundred spare, and I ended up purchasing the Dole factory. So this is something that I am going to be doing at some point. I need to get the products in there to build it. Now, obviously, with some of these displays, now I'm not sure if it's on all of them. Nope, I didn't even need a loan with it. Obviously, where I paid off most of my loans so far, obviously, like I mentioned, I'm down to just below 12 million currently. I had a couple of hundred in my bank account, the top right one. I had enough to basically cover and purchase this plot of land. Now, obviously, I am using the the better contracts mod. And obviously with that, if you weren't aware, you can actually get a reduction on the price of some of these uh, plots, lands and stuff. Now obviously it's only 348,000. And obviously as you can see in here, there is no deductions or anything in it. Obviously, because obviously I own it. But obviously if I click on the one next to that, obviously it's currently owned by Jeremy Clarkson. And obviously I can get up to a 28% discount on that. Looks like I was using the loans one. Yes, Ryan, I was. I am actually. It's right here, and this is actually really simple to use. Um, oh heck, what's it called? It's an enhanced loan. Let me just double check, make sure I get that right. It's on the in-game mod hub, and so rather than constant, yeah, enhanced loan system is the mod name. And rather than actually coming into your normal finance menu, hitting the space bar 1,000 times or whatever to borrow, and then what you can actually do is come into this new menu. To take a loan, all you do is hit the space bar, enter the amount you want into this box at the top, and then in the second one, how long you want to do it. Now, obviously, I've got it currently set to 50 years. So it's the very, very tiny payment once a month rather than every day. It's once a month it gets taken out. And as you can see, the more you actually own, actually, just to show you that actually, the more you own, the higher this bit will become. So obviously I could take out a loan of up to, what was that, about 75 million or 756 million. So a heck of a lot of a loan I could take, and obviously the loan interest or payment back would be maybe 1,000 or a couple of thousand every month. So it is worth it, and it's a lot easier than hitting the spacebar 1,000 times. As you can see, this is all the loans I've actually had since I've been on this map. Obviously, recently I have just finished off paying quite a few of these, so yeah. But obviously, payment-wise, you're looking at, here we go with that one. For example, if you were to take 1 million out, obviously you could have it set to, actually, well, there you go. So the lowest would be 1,188 months, and obviously payment-wise 2,790. That's obviously going to be one payment, 1 month, or each month. Okay, and then yeah, obviously loan interest. So you do get a little bit of interest on top, but it is an easier way to control your finances. Obviously, I took a 30 million. That was literally to condense the ones I had initially from last year. A $30 million loan. Obviously, that was set to the 50 payments. Obviously, that, or whatever it was. So obviously, 600 basic payments. There's a little fly here. It's putting me right off. Go away. Obviously, I would still have 108 to pay it, or months to pay it off. But the nice thing is, if you do have quite a bit coming in, like I have been, usually in January is the best time to that's when I'm selling all my bread. I get right about 20 million just from bread sales alone. But what, you can't, sorry about that. He is really bugging me now, guys. What you can do, if you do get a spare bit of money, you can actually pay it back in here. So if say for instance I had I don't know, do say 1 million, I could put 1 million in here and pay it back. Oh, come on, where are you? I just seen him again. But yeah, you can pay it back a little bit extra, and it'll obviously knock this down. So it is worth getting this as well, guys, if you're not using it. And obviously, if you're doing a lot of contracts, that's another good way thing as well. Is the better contracts mod will allow you to adjust some of those settings so you can finish your harvests. Obviously, I usually have mine set to about 70. As you can see here, is reward 40. But obviously, scroll right down to the bottom, and this bit right here, the field purchase discount. This is what's giving me that extra bonus discount when purchasing lands. So bear that in mind, you can do. It's very similar to how it worked in 17, where you did a contract, you got a little bit knocked off for good behaviour type thing. So yeah, it's worth it. Um, more. Let me just go back to chat quickly. It looks like you was using a loan model. Yeah, obviously that, like I said, it's a really, really good one, and does make life a lot easier to handle your finances. Obviously, you could be like Mr. Dave, just take a loan out and never pay it back. It's an option. I don't think he's ever paid a loan back in his entire farming simulator life, but that's how he wants to play it. Go for it. Obviously, one way I try and do it is I try not to go with too high of a loan. Obviously, I do know each year I'm going to have at least 20 million coming in from bread sales, so it is what it is. So yeah. Anyone know if Taco Bell is open today? I don't want to place any orders if they aren't. I have no idea, Jabbo. Unfortunately, I don't really do Taco Bell, but yeah, you could always give them a try and phone them up and find out. But how are you doing there anyway? I don't think he pays like 10k in interest exactly. So yeah, but yeah, if you do like taking, obviously that's one thing I do like is taking a loan, work the land, get some money back, pay it back as much as possible. Um, but yeah, that makes the life so much simpler. Obviously, spacebar, or whatever it is, to take a loan out, hitting that like for just even 1,000, it's ridiculous. You're like there 10 minutes just going hitting it. Obviously, with that, you can just type in the amount. You're not done. A few seconds, you've got a 20 million loan, for example. But like I said, the more you own, property-wise, vehicles, stuff like that, that bigger that loan becomes that you can take out. So obviously, for me, I've got like what is that anyway? Take that loan. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I could take a $75 million, nearly $76 million loan out if I wanted to, and I wouldn't have a problem. So yeah, but yeah, the more you own, the bigger this becomes. So yeah, makes life a heck of a lot easier. I have a notepad for cheating loans and stuff. Yeah, that's another thing as well. What you could do is edit the XMLs, put a loan in. Obviously, um, the F12 menu, you could add a temporary load in, make a note of it, pay it back a little bit at a time until it's paid off. You could do it that way as well. So yeah, there's different ways around it. But obviously, going back to the displays as well. On I think it was my YouTube channel the other day, somebody actually mentioned that the Heartland Bread build menu has planks in it. Now I'm pretty sure it's been updated to have the long in it, but I will double check it as well and make sure that that gets updated too. Obviously, if it takes long planks, then I'll make sure that it shows long planks in it. I do have it on my list to check, so bear that one in mind. But I'm pretty sure that was updated a while ago. It may be that they have a old version um, that wasn't updated properly. There we go. But anyway, back to getting some of this stuff sorted out. But yeah, I ended up, yeah, so obviously that's going to be my next build, obviously the Dole factory, and get some products into that. Um, right, where were we? We were there. Heading back to get the final product, wasn't it? So it was orange juice was the next one, wasn't it, guys? Yes. Got just under 200 pound, well, 200 pallets, so that'll fit in here pretty fine. So one trip there and back again would be good. Go. And obviously, while this is spawning in, what I will do is take a quick 5-minute break, grab a fresh drink, and yeah, that'll be fun. Who's still going? We've got me and the the plough dude. Okay. There we go. One of these years I will be prepared for for my bread sales. Uh, I really need to actually get in maybe a couple of days beforehand, start loading up some of these flat racks, and just have like a one product in each all set up and have them stacked up on the side just to get them ready to deliver. But it is what it is. Right, so orange juice. So while that is spawning out, I can take my quick break. Let's see, orange. You're here somewhere. Orange juice, 200 pallets. There we go. Hopefully that will keep going. I could take that back a wee bit. Oh, heck, not too much, not too much, not too much. There, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, on second thoughts, jeez, that's ridiculous. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's make sure that he goes in as well. Yep, that's fine. Right then, guys. Like I said, I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a few. And I'm back, guys. Right then, let's see. Big good, I'll see you next time. Okay, Mr. Grits fan, catch you later if you're still there. And welcome back, Mr. Rusty Nail. Cool. Right then. What's going on? Why is the pallet's not finished off? I think it is. So I'm hoping that's the last one there, so there we go. Let's get this sorted out. Fun and games. Sell, 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 sell. But as you can see, I've gone from basically having a couple of hundred in my bank account to, well, probably once I finish this, about 3.5, maybe a little bit more. Obviously having that precision farming little bonus definitely helps. There we go. Just make sure that's all of them. Yes, it is. There's probably about 400 left in the actual factory itself, so that is good. I don't think I'm going to worry about the cranberries. I will actually go over there and deactivate the cranberry line, so that all goes to the bread factory later on. Actually, I'll do that now before I forget, thinking about it. Juice factory is there. I've got some pallets of raisins over here being produced as well. Right, so cranberries, that one. Turn you off. And yes, only a little bit in there, that's fine. Cool. Right, how much is in here so far? We've got plenty of apple in here. We have plenty of cherry. See, there's tons of cranberry in there, but it's not producing very much. I might have to leave that on, but just deactivate it on the inputs. Let's get that cleared first of all. Let's try that one more time. So activate you, but cranberry, cranberry, cranberry. We'll put that as deactivate, so we don't have any more of that coming in. I'm hoping now that I'm actually producing plastic in the refinery, I can actually get some bottles being made at PMS and sent over. But I have noticed my labour support morale is definitely needing looked into at some point. It's just not keeping up at all. Obviously, it's not a necessity, but it is nice to have that in there just to clear some of the backlog. Oranges, I've got plenty of in there still. Pineapple, that'll be getting topped up soon. So yeah, it's getting there slowly. Right then, let's get back to my truck, get that lot sold off and jump on to the next job. Obviously that is probably going to be getting the lime sorted out onto that other field. Yes, that is where I put the juice factory. Obviously, it is built into the map as well already. Not sure exactly where, but obviously Viking Streaming does have his little spreadsheet showing where all the different things are placed down already. But yeah, obviously where my orchards are literally right next door, I thought that's going to be the best place to put it, along with the coffee and obviously the exotic oils. Obviously that exotic oils is now basically deactivated, so yeah, not much else is going to be coming out of that. I could actually activate it again just to finish off those last few bits that's in there, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that is lacking on two things. The wheat and the barley from looks of that is short. There we go. At some point I do want to get through and sort out the coffins as well, because obviously they're currently in the morgue, and I'm sure I've got quite a build up already if they're not already gone through. Doopy doopy doo, and looking at the butcher, it's got a few pallets spawned out already. Probably all chicken. I'm hoping this is where the best price thing about it. Orange juice. Aldi. Okay, we're going for a bit of a longer ride. I'm glad I checked that first. Always check the sales price as well, guys. Oh, right. Aldi is not right here. It's up the far end. So, time for a little bit of a drive. Dang it. How you doing there, Aldi Epic Gaming? How's it going, bud? And if you guys are not following Mr. Utterly Epic Gaming, make sure to go over, give him a follow, guys. He's a crusader. Not sure what they're crusading for, but yeah, go over, give him a follow, and check him out. Obviously, he has played this map, and he's doing a lot of other games at the minute, driving around some IRL stuff. So go over, give him a follow, and check out his streams, guys. Doing okay. Just got home from Canada the other day. All right, I did hear that you were heading back to California. That's very, very cool. Must be quite a difference in climates from compared to Canada. So one quite cool, one quite warm. I suppose it's the same for Mr. Surfing Cowboy, where he's gone from California to Hawaii. Obviously, yeah, completely very similar but very different. Right, I'm hoping Aldi's up this way. I'm pretty sure it's up the top here. Let me tag the place. Yeah, it is up there. Cool. Right, let me jump back a sec. I see you have the longer container. Yeah, this is actually the 45-foot high cube flat rack by Mr. or Hispano Modding. I tend to use this one more for selling than the other stuff. For the simple fact you can get about 220, 240 pallets in here. I think it was 220, wasn't it? Actually. Well, so makes life that a little bit easier. Now I do have a load of the 20 or 20 foot ones that hold like 100 pallets. Now obviously with the buildables, the maximum pallets you're going to need is 100, so they are perfect for transporting the build products. Obviously just spawn them out, fill it right up, and obviously even if you're unloading, say for instance PF's concrete factory, it's 100 pallet capacity in the factory, so it's one container, not brain site, so it makes life a little bit easier. So yeah, I've actually got a 5 set up on a road train for doing the buildables, and I've obviously got this for selling, so yeah, it makes life a lot easier. I think with the most I had the other day, I had about 5 runs with this on one bread line. I had like 900 odd pallets on just one line. It was crazy. And some people say that the bread factory isn't good. I think no, it's the flour factory isn't keeping up with the bread factory. I think in my opinion it's doing friggin' good. But yeah, if you find that your bread factory isn't putting out enough products to sustain, like Heartland Breads for example, and the other factories, what you can do is put down a second one if you really need to. Obviously that is an option. I know at some point Dave wants to go through a lot of these factories and obviously tweak them, just to make them run a little bit smoother. Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's doing quite well. Obviously, I have mentioned previously to Dave that I do have a bigger flour factory converted from 19. Obviously, the solid metal flour, is it? I think it was. On PV County, that is now converted to 22. Obviously, just got to do a few tweaks here and there and get it in game and test it as an additional option. But yeah, we'll see what happens on that front as well. Having a new PC built right now. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. There we go. Let's see how much this will be. So that was what, 200 pallets roughly. So 1.111535 with a selling price plus 115,000 on top of that for the environmental score from Precision Farming. So yeah, definitely worth it just for that little bit extra. There we go. So that is fine. So what I can do, actually this is another one as well I want to get up and running at some point, is the Ken's factory, because obviously that does the salad dressings. Really want to get that one done. But yeah, I'm going to focus on obviously the Dole factory next. Obviously that'll then utilise a lot of those products from obviously the greenhouse and the orchards. Obviously I can make some products out of that, so it'll be quite nice. But yeah, I think once I've got obviously Dole sorted out, I'll then look into maybe that one up there. There's not too many more I don't think I've got left. I've got the pizza factory still to do up north. I'm trying to think what other ones there are that are built into the map. I've got all the ones in the centre already. Up north is just the pizza factory, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I think that'll be it then for the factory wise. I've got all of them. Then it's just then looking into placing down any additional ones. But I don't think there's that many really, so yeah. So, yeah. My current system is a solid build, just not compatible with Windows 11. Now that is a shame. So yeah, time for an upgrade then early. Excuse me. Yeah, my throat is. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream, but my voice is definitely getting quieter this end for me. Do I have a link for the Hispano mod? They're all on the in-game mod hub, Mr. Rusty Nail. However, if you're not very good at modding or editing, I do have these set up already to just put into your mod folder. Because I think you mentioned previously you're not the greatest, so I could send them to you if you wanted to. Obviously I've got the flat racks, which is the ones I'm using right now, plus I think on my Google Drive I do have edits of the other containers as well. But they're all on the in-game mod hub if you wanted to even try it. Obviously on my YouTube channel there is a video that tells you how to edit them. You want them as you will. I think you've already got them, haven't you, Mr. Grits fan? I'm pretty sure you've had them already. Put them in whisper. Yeah, okay. I will do that momentarily. But yeah, Mr. Grits fan, I'm pretty sure you've got these already. Now, out of interest, Mr. Rusty Nail, do you also have the TLX Phoenix? The truck? Because obviously, if it's the unedited version, that is also going to cause you some field type warnings in your log. I could actually, I've got an edited version of that as well if you wanted to. I could send that over. Not the one that you got. Okay, so you don't have the flat racks, no, Mr. Grits fan. Okay. It's unedited. Okay, yeah, okay. Let me do that right now, because otherwise I will forget. Let's see, Google Drive, and yeah. So I've currently got the flat racks. Let's see the Titan flat rack. That'd be the one I'm using at the minute. So we'll copy that. Whisper, Mr. Rusty Nail. So there's the first one is going to be the flat rack. The second, copy that, is going to be the Titan standard containers, Mr. Rusty Nails. Obviously, that's the one that's going to be the contained container, where you can have the doors opening on the side or the back and stuff. It's a nice one. Obviously, that would work very, very well with Green Thumb Farmer's Woodworks production that he did. But both of them have been sent over to you. And while I'm here, let me grab the TLX Phoenix as well that I've edited. It's done in the exact same way as those containers, just to make life that a little bit easier. So copy that and we'll put that into there. Mr. Grits fan, you want the flat rack, so I'll throw that in Discord for you. Social media, right there. Titan flat racks, 'cause that's the ones I'm using. And Toyota Supra 41, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome in, buddy, and how are you doing today? You're there. So there you are, Mr. Grits fan as well. You now have the Titan flat racks. Now the reason I go for the Titan versions, also I have mentioned this previously in the past, is if you haven't seen these, if you come into tools under miscellaneous, helps if I click on the right one, and then scroll through, with these ones, what you can actually do, this is the one I've got here, I've got the 45 high cube. Oh heck, you can do wood as well if you wanted to. There you go, 240 is the maximum pallet wise that you can fit into these. Obviously if you edit it you could do it a little bit more or less, whatever. But yeah, with these, if I go here, obviously this is where you can change the decal. Obviously at the minute it says Titan containers, but you can actually add in real life companies, shipping companies. Obviously this is not available for consoles, unfortunately, because they've got to stick with obviously the farming simulator ones and Lizard and all that. But yeah, with these you can have a whole array of different things, and obviously what Hispano Modding have done as well. Let me find something I may know a little bit more of. Hapagloid, for example. Obviously, you come in here, they have actually got the colours set up for it. It's really great. Now, obviously, the reflectors is on certain things, not on everything, so it doesn't always show up. But these are great. I love them, and all. These make life so much easier. Now, one thing to bear in mind with these, and obviously those standard containers, products like nails, some of the greenhouse products will not go into this, okay, because they're set to a bulk product. Basically, a bulk product can go into a tipper trailer if needed. So, for example, I do have the Titan grain containers. I could technically put nails into this and transport them that way, but I cannot do it with these. I know Dave's mentioned about adding in or trying to convert over a truck from I think 17 or 15. Obviously, I'm going to try and look into it at some point. I'm just really quite busy to be honest, um, but yeah, most of the pallets that come out of Barrel Logistics can go into these. By the way, obviously nails is one of the ones that's not, unfortunately. But yeah, but I love it. It makes life so much easier. These are. And right there. Doing good. Glad to hear there, Toyota Supra. That's one of my favourite cars actually. But yeah, this is what I've done actually with for the buildables. I've actually used the Hispano Modding Load King Container Super B bases. Obviously, there's two different ones. You got a front version and a rear version. With the front versions, you can actually hook up as many as you want. Obviously, I've got 4 there, and then I've got a rear piece right at the back with one of the 100 capacity ones, so the very, very small one, the 20-foot ones. Obviously, they hold 100 pallets in each of them. That's the most you're probably going to need for any one build anyway, that's for sure. It is perfect. You do 5 loads at a time, 3, whatever. You can make it as long. You could even do a whole road train of 10 if you wanted to, for example. It might be a bit tricky getting some around some of those bends, but yeah, 5 is plenty in my opinion, and experience actually on this map. But yeah, it makes life so much easier. One thing to bear in mind is when you're loading in, when obviously where they're spawning on obviously these deck areas, you may want to look into deactivating these ones at the back or just pull in with one trailer at a time, because obviously it's going to load into the next one if it gets that close. You can deactivate the loading by hitting the X, selecting the flatbed, and then the X key. Okay, so bear that one in mind as well. So yeah, makes life so much easier, and obviously get a decent truck for pulling them as well. Obviously, I brought my man truck from Wolf Creek over just to pull them because the Volvos and some of the in-game stuff just didn't do very well. Obviously, if you got things like the TLX Phoenix or the Winter Wolf, something like that by 82 Studios, they should pull that many pretty easily. But yeah, give it a try, play around with it, and yeah, hopefully you can get it working pretty well. A nice thing as well with these spawn triggers, you can, if you really wanted to, is just pop a trailer right next to where the first one spawns, and as that first pallet spawns in, it'll go straight into these flat racks. It makes life so much easier. Obviously, once it's full, it's 100 pallets in there. You can take it off to a factory that takes 100, and yeah, there you go. Right, do you got one called Billy? No, I do not. However, Mr. Grits fan, I have thought about looking into how they've done the decals on the standard containers to see if I could get like a Billy Alpaca face put onto one of these. I think it'd be kind of cool, kind of along the same lines as where is it? My Little Alpaca emote. Let's see if I can get this to come up. So one like that right there with the little ticket dude. I'm thinking of maybe try to see if I can get one put onto this. The TLX pools, no problems. Yeah, I thought as much because that does have a beast of an engine set up on them. So yeah. Well, right then. Okay, enough sidetracking. Let me just double check this actually. How are we doing? Support more right. See, clay is okay, coal is okay, water is okay. So that, yeah, that's just going to trickle over, so that's fine. But yeah, I do need to at some point get in and have a look at what's going on with my labour, support, and morale. It is just not putting out enough. So I think I do need to then get in, get some more houses placed down or the apartment blocks, and yeah, get that sorted out. Cool, my goodness, I just looked at that. My gold bars right there. I currently have nearly 25 bars. Obviously, if I was to sell it now, I can make over 1,000,000 just from that. Oh, wow. But I'm not, because I'm going to wait for till July, where I can get 1.2 million. Holy cripes. Yeah, that'd be a little better. So, yeah. Obviously, I am using the little crate for that, and yeah. Actually, that's something else I want to look at. I don't know if it's for any of you guys, but it is a little bit buggy, isn't it? Obviously, see now technically what it should be able to do is just hover it over the top of it and go straight in, but you have to literally lift it up pretty high to get these gold bars to go in. So I may actually have a look into that at some point, see if I can actually get the trigger to drop down a fraction. I've got a feeling that there's something else in there that Dave hasn't noticed for that, so we'll see. See if I can get that to be a little bit lower. Oops. Nope, wrong key. Let's see if I can... I can't crouch down. But yeah, that isn't doing too bad, so it's 24 pallets. 24 gold bars in there so far. I do want to actually set up a second one of these at some point and actually have it set to distribute so I can actually have it going over to the Dell factory. But yeah, all of these are doing pretty well. I cleaned these off earlier, so there's nothing at all on the floor. I did put some more trees in around here as well the other day. They do get quite costly when you're putting big clumps of trees down, but obviously one thing I will do is look into is getting the rest of this area filled up with some more of these spruces. I think they just look so good on this map actually, in big clumped areas. And the nice thing is, obviously later on if I get bored, I can come along with a chainsaw or a tree harvester and just chop them down and remove them like there. So this area is obviously that's where the gravel pit is, and obviously it would be in the salt mine right down here at the bottom of the mine there, Mr. Rusty Nail. Obviously I have created some fields. Plot wise, you're looking at 243 and 244, so that area. Obviously, one thing you can do is obviously pick up all that salt or the gravel. Obviously, I picked up all the salt and repurposed the area. The salt is actually in a silo over here somewhere. That one right there. Um, I did cheat a little bit with that. Actually, I grabbed Mr. Reaper's socket 12,000, whatever it's called, to clear it when I took up a week off. I spent a lot of time just going through with the bucket and spade, as it were, picking it all up, and then I just got sick of it and ended up just getting his little sucker, his little Hoover, clearing the whole thing up, and yeah. But yeah, obviously I went through, repurposed it. Um, that whole salt area is now obviously got two gold masters there. There's one of Green Thumb Farmer's storages for some gravel. Plus, obviously, I've got that smelter there. So yeah, nice little area. But yeah, obviously having all these trees in is obviously basically a curtain to hide all this, making it a bit more secretive down here. So yeah, yeah, and obviously that's the nice thing as well. You can obviously, if you weren't aware, with some of the mine roofs, you can sell them as well. I've mentioned it a couple of times in the past. I know Dave's mentioned it. Obviously, all you have to literally do is obviously go into your construction menu, hit the old demolish button, and then just click on that mine roof. Obviously, I've already taken mine away, but I do have a bauxite mine around the front that I can show you. Obviously, I did it the other day as well. Just select it. It should go red, and it'll give you that pop-up saying, "Do you want to sell it? Yes, no, whatever." One thing I did do when I actually started this, and for anyone who wasn't around then, would you recommend buying FS22 if you already own FS19? Yes, I would there, Toyota. I've got 17, 19 and 22, and to be honest, 22 is a damn sight better than 19 ever will be. For the simple fact, and excuse my language, I didn't mean to swear there, but yeah, it is a lot better. It's a little bit easier on your processors. Obviously, if you're on a big map like PV County or 19, late game, you tended to find that you're more trucking than farming. This time around, obviously with the productions, there you can actually set them to distribute to the other productions, which is really, really helpful. So rather than spending half of the year to three-quarters of the year trucking around products on the map, you can just set it to distribute. Now go to the next factory, go to wherever it needs to next, and stuff like that. It makes life so much simpler. So it gets you back into the farming side in the game. So yeah, I would definitely recommend 22. If you've got 19 already, yep, cool. But obviously, one thing to look into as well is your system. Can your system cope with the 22 specs? So yeah, in my opinion, it is a fact a lot better. Fact. Yep. How you doing there, Nasty Pete? Um, so you can't put two orchard trailers and fill the front one and then the back one. No, unfortunately. Obviously, especially when harvesting, you cannot do it. You, for some weird reason, the harvester cannot be activated on both trailers or same with another one behind it properly. It doesn't quite work the same. So yeah, you have to do it one at a time, unfortunately. Obviously, Dave has looked into that and yeah, couldn't get it to work. So yeah, sorry, I got some funny on my nail there. But yeah, just quickly going back to it. Obviously, if you own this gravel pit when you first started out, one thing I would recommend is sell or get rid of that mine top, okay? Because not one thing is it does give you an extra little bit of land around the front here. Now, for anybody who's watched my early PV Canyon Crossing streams. I actually had a Gold Master placed down right in the front here. There was just enough to get a Gold Master in here and obviously a smelter. So I could actually start producing gold pretty much from the day one. So that is an option as well. Obviously I'm kind of thinking there is a sand mine, I think it's up here. I was considering about putting one up there. Then obviously I got into the desert and thought, nope, I'm going to end up creating a sand gold master area up there as well. And actually what I might do with that instead, thinking about it, is make that one the distribute one and just keep this one spawning out. Too many freaking ideas, that's a problem. But yeah, obviously one thing I do need to make sure is that it doesn't distribute to that smelter. I want it to make sure it goes to Dell before there. But yeah, anyway, where was I? What was I doing? What was I doing? I was doing this guy up here, wasn't I? Yeah, so he needs to top back up. So let's get that sorted out. Then we'll jump on over to that other field once this is finished. Actually, I've got a field down there I can get this guy going on next, actually. And then I'll get the stones picked up off of that other one I was doing earlier, or started earlier. I'm not doing too bad. My voice is a little bit strange today. A little bit croaky, actually. Literally, just as I was about to go streaming, my voice decided it was going to have a funny 5 minutes, and yeah. Friggin' typical. But obviously today Mr. Dashnet will be going live some point later today. So what's it, 7 PM Central Time I believe it is in America. Hopefully he will have some information regarding whether it's going to be good news or bad news regarding the premium expansion and getting crops in on here. We'll have to wait and see. What did I break? Nothing! I don't break nothing! I try and fix them. Right, so let's go get this guy filled up quickly. But yeah, obviously one thing as well I do want to do is... Obviously I've got my little Elm Creek sawmill down here. I've got a big plot of grass here that I've kind of been playing around with, smoothing off. I might put a small field in there as well. I haven't quite decided yet, we'll see. But one thing I do really need to do is get in and get some hay produced. I noticed when I was doing my last little bit of TMR, I'd used up all of my hay, so I do need to get in there and somewhere and get some hay cut. So get some grass cut, get it turned. I might even do it just around this pond, I don't know. The only problem is it might affect me precision farming school, so we'll have to see. So I ended up selling that other plot of land that I had down the other side of the bogs, which is a bit of a pain. Let's hope Billy don't break carrots on the premium expansion. Oh, to be honest, I haven't got a foggiest how even they do adding their crops in. I just leave that to Mr. Dave. But yeah, if I was to do it, I probably would break carrots, even though they're already in the map. That's obviously one nice thing, it's already in the map. Now, depending on how they've worded it for carrots, obviously they could do it carrot or carrots. Obviously they could spell it even differently with a K rather than a C, so obviously that's something that Mr. Dave is going to have to look into and seeing if it could be worked around on this map. Obviously he has mentioned that he's going to try and make sure that it doesn't require a restart, because I know one thing, with over 700-800 hours on this friggin' save game, I don't know about you guys who've got more, I really am not wanting to restart this map. Obviously if he was going to do it, he did say he may look into just doing another map, so there is that as well. So we'll have to see later on what he says about it. Whether I'm about, I don't know, because obviously it's like midnight when he goes live for me. I may try and stay up for at least half an hour or so just to catch the beginning, to see if he does mention anything. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. If not, I'll be watching it back definitely tomorrow to see what he says about it. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are not following Mr. Dajnak, make sure to click on that link I posted a little while ago. Give him a follow, because obviously he did create this map. He's been creating maps for Farming Simulator for, well, back since, what, FS15, I believe? Roughly? 13, 15, something like that. So yeah, a very, very long time. And obviously, if it wasn't for him, obviously, we wouldn't be playing this awesome map today. And also, the Sim Game Alliance and all you guys out there wouldn't be here now. So definitely make sure you go over and check him out when you can. There we go. And obviously support him, give him a follow if you can, support with money. Obviously subscribe to him for like a month, that'd be great. Obviously with Christmas coming up, the more money the better, guys. Yeah, just keep that in mind. He's, even though he doesn't have a lot of outgoings, he does need that income coming in regularly each month to be able to pay for his lovely little abode there, so he can carry on putting out all these awesome maps. My goodness, you are really putting out a lot of poop. So just to give you guys an idea, so I had a lot of manure stored up. I actually filled up obviously my little trailer there. It holds 250,000 litres. Obviously at the minute I've got it configured to spreading manure. This little guy. I actually manured field 52 and I still had 31% left in the trailer. And already, just from my pigs in the two cow barns, obviously the one cow barn in the distance there, right opposite it is the pigs, and obviously what's here looks like it's almost got to fill that trailer already. So yeah, I need to find a way of getting this manure used up pretty quickly. Either or find a manure pit that I can put it down where it's got a really high capacity. But yeah, obviously I've got a manure pit placed down behind my pigs there, and obviously that is producing, which is quite nice. Obviously one thing I could do is stop putting straw in, that's an idea. But I think with having babies in pens, they need some nice bedding. Actually, at some point I need to get those silage bales moved as well. Obviously you may have noticed there's something slightly different going on in this area. I did end up removing the bale storages, obviously, because obviously having such a high capacity on my little bale storage, thought, what's the point in having the other ones there? So yeah, slurry on the grass field. Yeah, I've got a lot of slurry actually. I've got about a couple 100,000 litres of that as well. So I do have an alfalfa field. I could technically put it on that at some point. But yeah, how you doing there, Mr. Thomas7205? Welcome back in, buddy. 4 million capacity, holy heck. That is a lot. No, actually, while thinking about it, while he's slowly gone up there, I want to have a look at this settings. So it's one thing I rarely ever do is the slurry and manure. I did a little bit of it on Wolf Creek. It's not that one. It's this. Oh, we still can. Good. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, if you come into your game settings, you can actually set your AI workers to actually automatically pull manure and slurry from your animal pens. Obviously, all you have to do is come through and click on whichever one you want. Obviously, you can set it to buy, but that's expensive, especially with slurry and that. But yeah, there you go. Cow barn with open roof. Obviously, that's that one I was at just a moment ago. Obviously, GM liquid. I'm not sure what that is. GM liquid. What's GM liquid? Not sure what that one is, but yeah. See if I can get some from there. The pigsty pen as well. But yeah, there's a whole lot of different ways of doing it. And it does make life that little bit simpler. Just make sure you got maybe a little bit in the trailer is what I find is best. Have a little bit of manure, a bit of slurry in the tank, or even fill it up if you wanted to. as base game one, and then just obviously go through those settings and make sure it's set it to whichever pen you want. You can obviously, if it runs out in one pen, just switch it to the next pen and go from there. What's that then? GM liquid. GM liquid. Not sure what that one is. GM liquid. Open barn. Manure heap. Yeah, so I've got 2 manure heaps on my GM liquid. GM liquid. GM liquid. What in the heck is that? I'm not sure what the heck that one is. Do you know? Do you guys know what that is? GM liquid. Also, as far as I'm aware, I don't know any liquid tankers or anything that have that in it. That's very strange. I don't know. Right, I had a feeling you were going to miss that last little stretch. How does it show in here? Should be fine actually. Right then. Let's take that over. Actually, well, there we go. One nice thing as well, you can come in here as well. It'll be up near the top, so let's have a look. Slurry. So at the minute I have nearly 200,000 litres of manure, and I have 623, almost 624,000 litres of slurry. Oh, jeez, I really need to get some of this used up. Show locations, cow barn, pig barn, and that. Okay. I'm still kind of curious what that GM thing is. Manure heap. See, it ain't even shown there. Weird. Goat shed slurry. It could be. It could be GM. I have to have a look into that. We'll definitely have to look into that one. Righty. So what I think I'll do with this guy next, obviously this field down here, number 40, obviously it has been harvested, but obviously I do need to get that ready as well. Let's cut across actually, make life a little bit easier. Obviously one thing I always tend to do with this field is always go around the outside first, because obviously, especially where that cliff face is, or the edges, just to make sure that it doesn't try and turn around on that, because I have done it before and he's ended up down below. So let's get this up and running first. So we'll go along this side, down, and then hired helper can take over. Righty. Doobie 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 doobie. And we'll do that. But yeah, this should be fine. But yep, it's definitely starting to take shape slowly up here. I am thinking about adding a few more trees up the top here. Still debating on whether I want to go with some more birches like what's along the edge here, or go with the spruces. Obviously down below, actually you can just about see it where my house is there, my little crazy cat house, and then obviously got the truck the other side there. Obviously I've got some spruce trees down there, saplings that I could place somewhere around, or plant I should say. But yeah, definitely coming on quite nicely. I'm liking how it's progressing as well. Obviously this year I do need to try and get this bleaking loans paid off. Actually, while thinking about it, I've got 3 million there. If I keep 2, so if I say do a special payment of 2 million on that. Now obviously if you do want to do special redemption, just click on there, click on the box, 123 million, make special payment. Obviously it does get knocked off, so that gives me 9.7 left to pay on that loan. So hopefully by the end of this, well actually I've said by summertime this year, so ooh, it's a possibility with what I've got currently in storage. I could do it, so we'll see. But yeah, what else? See, that's going to bug the heck out of me. What the heck else do I own that would hold slurry? I don't know. It'll come to me one of these days. I may figure it out, I don't know. Or I may not. What else have we got over there? Nothing there, nothing there. But yeah, it definitely... Yeah, one thing I do also want to work on, once I've got this paid, obviously all these debts paid off, things built, I don't know. I really want to focus on the deserts, I think, next. Obviously, I've got two of those old nodes down already, producing crude oil. I want to really try and get in maybe one, maybe two more plots for the minute. Just out of curiosity. So currently I on this one here 33. So 32 is. Oh, see, I could even purchase that right now and get that going. I was actually thinking maybe one of these ones across the top, maybe 34 or 35. Actually, 34 would be the easier one because I'm pretty sure there's probably one or two up the top here. And maybe even a couple down the bottom. That would be quite nice. But yeah, in this desert, by the way, there should be 20 oil nodes in here. That's what Mr. Dashnet has stated. So if somebody says there's more, then they're maybe talking out of the wrong hole. Just so you are aware. Obviously, I do know not all oil places are in the desert. There actually can be in mud type area or dusty area. So it is what it is. It's always been in the desert, to be honest. So yeah, for Mr. Dashnet. So, ooh, look at that. We'll see. Right, so you're fine for the minute. Let me bring my other tractor down here. Because I know at some point he is going to need to be refilled. He's like half full at the minute, so 55%, yep. But yeah, this sort of green area here, the grass area, either side of the road, is I kind of want something in here. Maybe nothing too big or nothing too tall. But I'm kind of thinking once I get further along, definitely bring in some more of those spruces. And obviously this area on the left hand side, I'm still umming and ahhing with what to do with it. Obviously the terrain itself is very bumpy. I could technically bring that field out a little bit further if I was to smooth it off a little bit, do a lot of landscaping, and then maybe have it into a field or just do all of it as an extension for that field there. Still not sure yet. We will see. Obviously I've gone through 7 in-game years of not knowing what the heck to do with it yet, but yeah, I will one of these years. Obviously having bigger fields means more crop coming off of it. Yay! And who knows, one of these days I may end up purchasing field 9. Oh jeez, that'll be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, field 9. That just gives me a headache thinking about field 9, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Out of interest for all you guys out there watching, have any of you actually purchased field 9 yet and started working on it? And obviously, what crops have you grown? How long is it taking you to give you an idea? Field 9 of sugarcane, in-game tools only. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. Heck, it took me, what, 2.5 days, roughly, just to do my small field of sugarcane up there. This right here. Took me about what was it, a couple of days, at least, to do just that field. It was a friggin' nightmare. But to be able to do field 9, yeah, you can go swivel. Now, obviously, if I could actually give you an idea, I would, however, under here, I would do field 9 with this. It's a 3 meter, so that's an option as well. I would use that to harvest it. So I don't know how many decades it'd take me to complete it, but yeah, obviously with that map or field, if you guys weren't aware, it is actually slightly bigger than the base game map. So it's like what 1.2 times the size of it. So how you doing there, surfing cowboy? How you doing today, sir? And how is Ark for you? And how you get on with your fishing? I haven't seen you fishing for a while. Thinking about it. And obviously, if you guys have not followed Mr. Surfing Cowboy Gaming, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Obviously, it was this morning for me, obviously last night for him. Obviously, he was streaming a bit of 7 Days to Die. Yeah, so go over and check him out. But obviously, he does a bit of 7 Days to Die. He occasionally does Farm Sim. He's kind of taking a bit of a break from it at the minute. He's doing a lot of Ark Survival Ascended at the minute, like obviously Dave and Darius and all that. But yeah, definitely go over and check him out. Not for too bad, just getting the day going. My goodness, that's terrible. No more FS, really? So you're not even interested in the new stuff coming out next week? My gosh, and you call yourself a map creator. And obviously that's something else you may not be aware, guys. Mr. Surfing Cowboy Gaming did create a map for Farm Sim 22, even though it was something of a re-edit, I guess is the best way. But yeah, he did the revisited PV Uncharted revisited map. But yeah, ooh, I think that's actually on his Trello as well. If you guys wanted to check that out, so yeah. Nice map, lots of trees to clear if you wanted to create your own map. 4x size, so maybe good for those who have got a slightly lesser computer, should we say. I took a Field 9 Cotton. After a while I decided to get a cheaty 12 meter wide for my harvester. Course play was basically for 5 hours. Holy heck. Yep, actually I've done a couple of contracts on Field 9, and yeah, the harvesting side isn't too bad. If you have, let's say 2, 3, or even 4 harvesters going, set them up in different spots along Field 9, isn't too bad. It's picking the blicking bales up is the pain. That is the big one. I had about 4 trucks running. It's like 3 bales at a time. It's like, oh, jeez, mind numbing. But yeah, if I was to do a contract again on Field 9, I would be looking to probably create or edit a loose cotton harvest, or basically a harvester that does the cotton loosely rather than as bales. I know in 19 Iconics did a harvester that did that, so I don't think that anyone's actually converted it over, so I might have to look into that. And it was basically using, I think it was the Ideal Combine, one of these guys, but it had a special header on it. I wonder. I'm kind of wondering if I could edit one of these guys, something like this. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Yeah, definitely not a 3.4. It definitely had to be one of these bigger boys. uh, Actually, where is... wait a minute. So you've got that one there. Is there a bigger version of that? See, maybe something like that. I know it's not realistic, thinking about it, but maybe something like that to harvest the cotton. Might have to have a look into that and see. We'll see, we'll see. But obviously I do know I don't care for root crops. It's going to take something super special for me to get back. Just got too burnt out on the game and modding it. Yep, totally understand. I've been there a couple of times, but to be honest, I still keep coming back to Farm Sim regardless. Obviously, I've been playing other games on the side. That's Factory, Fishing Planet. I would like to get Ark at some point, but financially, it's definitely well away for the minute. Maybe if I get anything from Twitch this month, I might do. But yeah, only because I want to name a dinosaur Darius Frost. Maybe colour it as well. Do a FERT contract online. Yeah, I've done plenty actually. FERT on there. I haven't had any recently popping up actually. Let's have a little look on the contracts menu. Let's see what we got. See, yeah, I've got nothing there. X. Oh, something popped in and popped off. And again. See, this always happens to me as well. Maybe it's not ready. But yeah, I have had quite a few contracts there on Field 9 for fertilising. Harvesting grains as well. I've had a fair few of them popping up in the past. Nothing in the last... I don't think I had anything last year, which is interesting. Obviously, it looks like there was a cotton field there previously, but yeah, if there's a sugar beets or not, yeah, or potatoes, no, stay away from it. Stay away. But grains, and I did a contract on there a couple of in-game years ago for, I think it was canola, if I remember rightly. And it only took me a couple of hours with my GT harvesters to get that harvested. So yeah, it's not a game changer, but yeah. Root crops on that in sugarcane, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, what was I going to do? So he's doing that. I was going to go over here and check him. Oh, it looks like he's finished. I do need to get the patches top and bottom. And then that be you. I can get stone picked up on that, so that's fine. That would be simply if you converted the harvest that we can. Yeah. Yes, we shall see. And I do believe you can actually do a loose cotton on here anyway. It is a base game thing, so you should be able to as well. It might be something just to look into when I'm not so busy. There we go. Make sure that's set up. Just to get these last little bits. So obviously, one thing with the hired helper, no matter what I do, it still obviously misses bits. But when it turns around and straightens back up, obviously I don't mind having to come back just to get these last little bits. It is what it is. It's where you can't see the foliage is the hard bits to get. But yeah, that's quite nice. It's just added an extra couple of rows going around that field now, so that's pretty much set up for the rest of my time on here. At some point, I do want to get into the three or four fields up here and look into. I was kind of actually thinking of combining this field here, these two, into one bigger field, which is an option next year. And obviously, there's a lot around the outside here that I could expand it. Maybe what I'll do is get some trees in there. Actually, that's a good idea. Get some trees in there first, and then maybe look into next year expanding that into one big field. Same with this. Obviously, there's a lot of area at the top here. It's just grass. I could quite easily expand that field in a little bit more and get more products off of that. That's the nice thing, obviously, with this map. You can customize it to how you guys want to play it. Obviously, if you want to use humongous plows and harvester headers and stuff, you can do. If you want to use a 3 meter little plow, you're more than welcome to as well. It is literally up to you. Actually, there was a guy on Twitch this morning for me, streaming, and he was actually still working on this central farm there, using the little he's removing trees and sticking them into this thing here. And it was literally, he was getting like 2, 3, 4 trees into it, and then having to go and load it. It's like, holy crap! Why don't you just get a trailer and put it on there? But yeah, obviously he's just starting. I think he actually went for the Bridges built version, starter option, and but he's enjoying it, and yeah, it's kind of cool. If you're part of Mr. Reaper's Discord channel, he actually posted a link to the guy this morning, so definitely go over and check him out. And obviously say hi. He is actually a former forces guy from the sounds of it. Spent time in Iraq and stuff like that, so. And obviously he's now playing farming sims, which is kind of cool. My time is limited in real life, so bigger the cheat, the better. Yes. Time is... Yeah, I know exactly where you come from there, Ryan. Obviously, I'm a full-time carer for my wife, so um, my time on here, I may get a couple of hours in the afternoon, maybe an hour if I'm lucky. But I tend to get maybe a couple of hours in the evening once she's gone to sleep. And obviously, streaming wise, that's about the only time I actually get to stream, and that's literally every day. So I'm looking at maybe 3, 4 hours a day if I'm lucky. Some days, so yeah, very, very limited. But yeah, I get you. Bigger capacities is good. Faster equipment, especially on the harvesting side of things, is definitely good. Obviously, if you played PV County, yeah, that was like cheat central for everyone, I think, apart from Mr. Dave. But even he has some stuff that is slightly higher capacities. So, I don't know. Bless his cotton socks. So there we go. So that's pretty much this field done. But yeah, I'm actually considering at some point. Oops, let me do this. So these trees here are the ones I'm still umming and ahhing about what to do with them. Obviously, all these different trees on the map, it's going to cause a lot of lag because it's loading in different types of trees. So I'm actually considering coming through and removing them. Obviously, these ones are the oaks. I was actually thinking about removing them and replacing them with spruces. Obviously, one of the big things is obviously there's a lot of spruces already in the map. Will it be too much? That's the thing I'm umming and ahhing about. Obviously, what I could just do is remove them completely and expand the fields right out. Obviously, that's another thing as well. You got to think of bigger fields on the map. Means bigger lag when they transition to the next stage and such. How are we doing over here? See, that's saying that is perfectly fine. I did miss rolling some of this field actually. I ended up running through the night and then it started growing and I thought, oh crap. But yeah, all of these trees, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to get the brucks, just remove all of them. I don't... Yeah, I own this as well actually, so I could probably remove either side and then have... I'm kind of like I'm kind of liking the idea of avenues of trees. So what I mean basically is having two rows either, or a road either, a row, I put my teeth back in, either side of the road of just spruces. Kind of like how I've got it on the main farm coming up that main road, that dirt track to the central farm, where you just have a row of spruces either side of the road. That is something I'm really kind of liking. Obviously, one thing I do need to do is figure out the placement for it. But yeah. I'm now envisioning whole spruce has gone all the way down there now. Instead of these oaks. It's an idea. And obviously taking the trees out as well. And expanding that out here, that would be quite nice. Ooh. Maybe something for next year. Or maybe look into some point, if I get a free moment, try and clear some of that out, but that is definitely an idea. Obviously, I'm kind of looking to keep most of these trees here. I've got no plans on removing many of these forests, so it is going to be staying for now. Right, so that's that. Let's get this guy back. But yeah, I think that's going to be one of the things to do next time. It looks like I've even missed a bit on turning around. Dang it. So take the oaks out there, take all them across there, replace them, expand that down a bit. That'd be quite nice. Yeah, it's a good bit of fieldage there. Also, that's the nice thing with Mr. Dave. What he did do is obviously he added obviously the fields and a decent border going around them, or grasslands going around them, headland, whatever you want to call it, with these fields. So you could, if you wanted to, go through, expand them like I've done with this field. Obviously, brought it almost right out to the road here. But obviously, I am leaving a little bit of a curb, as it were, or grass area going around them, so you can get more products off of them. So yay! I am harvesting field 53, and the combine it with another. Okay, that's very cool. Did you remove trees and put those buildings? Over here, there was buildings there originally. That's obviously the original farm. Obviously, where these three buildings are now, I believe that was mainly grasslands area there, or a grassy area there, if I remember rightly. So I didn't really remove too many trees, maybe a few further back, but I did add in quite a few around those buildings. So yeah, Rusty Nail, you should be good. But yeah, obviously, this area here, like I was saying the other day, I did remove all of those trees and expand 53 right out to that road that's coming down here. I ended up, I've still got to finish the road off at the bottom, because it doesn't quite marry up with that other road coming across. Um, that's weird. My wife came in there for a second and then buggered off. Very, very weird. But yes. Yeah, and this is another area down here that I actually own. I still have no idea what I want to do with it. Now, do I leave it grasslands like this, or put something else in here? And obviously this area is where Mr. Dajnet's got all of his like tier 2 productions and stuff down here, so I don't know yet. Might just leave it for the minute. I think it'd be maybe kind of nice having PVCC or something in flowers going along there. That'd be kind of funny. I've still got my solo building over here. I know at some point I really need to get into that dead forest, or burnt forest. But yeah, no great rush. I own it, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, it's just getting time to get into it. So I can get. Actually, there's another thing as well I wanted to sort out. Is the haunted house from PV County. Now I've got a kind of an idea, but I don't know how to do it. I mentioned it to Green Thumb, so it's basically a haunted house, but I kind of wanted it throughout the year to change seasonally. So in spring it'd be just kind of a plain old house, I suppose, but with some, I don't know, maybe some rabbits or something popping up around it. Obviously in summer you could have maybe some surfboards popping up decorational wise. Autumn, that is when obviously the haunted part would come in. So obviously at the windows you could have maybe ghosts or something looking out, or I don't know, something autumnal anyway. And then obviously winter would then be covered with snow and snowmen. but it's obviously being able to get that in action. That's the thing as well. I know it can be done. It's just being able to do that thing and have the actual, maybe the building changing colour as well. So obviously in the autumn it's kind of I think it's a very dark brown looking wood, if I remember rightly. I'd have to go back to find it. But yeah, the haunted house from County. Maybe have it on a lighter pine or something like that, or painted white, looking really nice, and then obviously through the autumn have it as a haunted house. I think that'd be kind of cool. That was another thing I want to try and maybe do at some point. But yeah, getting all those seasonal events in there is going to be the tricky part, that's for sure. That's something else I need to get done as well. Get those big pallets moved from there. Yeah, as you can see, I have been doing a little bit of tinkering around this area. Obviously, I've started removing some of the factories from here. I've currently got the shingles factory still here. Obviously, got the paper factory here, the carpenter, and obviously the charcoal factory. I had to think of what the other one was. At some point, I'm considering actually getting them moved, or at least the charcoal moved over to the other side near the sawmill. Depending on what, I may move the carpenters as well and the paper factory. But as the paper factory's that's a point, that's a point, that's a point, that's a point. Hang on. Green Thumb Farmers Production should do both of those products actually. Wherever that is, Green Thumb. That's yes, it'd be under probably G. Where are you? Oh, should be somewhere up around here. There's the Heartlands. So this is Green Thumb Farmers Manufacturing Factory. So paper is not in there. Paper roll. He's fired. The same with carton roll. He's fired. I thought he was going to be putting everything into that. That's terrible. So yeah. So it's got shingle in there. So the shingle factory can go. All the rest can go. But obviously I'm going to need to keep obviously the paper factory running then. Okay. So yeah, from some point, yeah. So I think what I'll do eventually is obviously the charcoal, the carpenters, and the paper factory is going to be moved over towards the sawmill. The shingle is going to be removed once that's emptied. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this area up here. What I may look into doing is clearing some more of these trees and maybe another field or something in here. And obviously get that sawmill moved as well. And yeah, lots of things to do. But yeah, I could end up having a nice long field coming across there. Kind of like how Dave's got his as well. I don't know. See, this sawmill's been here since pretty much day one. It'd be kind of a shame to move it. Oh, we'll see. Same with that. Actually, I need to get that lot moved as well. Got a lot of pallets there not being used. It's like, what's the point? But yeah, lots of little ideas, little projects still to do. So even with 7 years in game, gone past 8 years. Actually, was it 8? 7? 7? Yeah, it was 7 on the list. So who knows? But yeah, I'm kind of liking all these little spruces. They do love to. It is really nice to have as a barrier. Obviously, it's not drawing in the rest of the map. Obviously, I've got the little gaps. Oh, grapes. Set up in different spots. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's no problem when you come too far out. It's a bit of a nightmare going around those corners. But yeah, I've got little gaps for accessing each of the fields. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I knew, I'd know. Right. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yes, I need grass. Grass, 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 grass. I've got 2 million. How much was that plot down the far end? Hmm. See, there is that option as well. That is definitely an option. So something I was just thinking of actually is a while ago, I think it was last year or the year before. Obviously, I did purchase a grass plot of land to do some landscaping. Obviously, I went through, I mowed it. I actually sold it after doing all that. I may end up purchasing it back. Right here. 2,019,000. Okay. At some point. What else have we got around here? It's 87. That's an idea. Could field flip that. Purchase it, cut it, bale it up, and sell it off afterwards. That's an idea. There's that little plot just there. That's quite a cheap one. I don't know how much I get off of that. I don't know if I want to come over that way, but I could technically field flip some of these, or plot flip in this case. Just what's that? That's one. That's fine. That's an option as well. Yeah, the only problem is that these areas here are very hard on your mowers, I've noticed. See, that would be the best option one there. It's an idea. What else have we got around? That's all forestry for the most part there. At some point I do want to purchase 18 actually, because part of my field is on it. Actually, as I've got enough to do with it, let me come in here. Can I get it or not? Yeah, part of this field is actually ploughed onto the edge of this. It's a real pain in the bum because you get to the end there. There's that little sliver that you can't quite get. The only problem is I can't even click on that to purchase the soil samples. Oh well, I have to reload that. But yeah, that's another thing as well. If you actually purchase and put a try and purchase the soil information and it doesn't highlight the blue section, save and reload and you should get it popping back up. For some weird reason I've got that there. I wonder if I buy that back. There we go. Nope, didn't do nothing there. Interesting. But yeah, at some point I do want to get into this little pond here to create a nice little field just for like rice and cranberries to be planted in there. But yeah, obviously you do also have this one right here. Obviously you got a pond there. That's a decent size actually. You could make a nice little bog pond, whatever you want to call it there, if you want it for your rice and cranberries. I believe that one there as well. Obviously Mr. Dave did mention that the ponds should also have the same soil type as the bogs, so bear that one in mind. But yeah, there we are. Obviously, it is 8 o'clock. I'm just wasting time at the minute. There we go. Let's get you back going because you came back a little bit too far. Also, I do need to see who is out there. I know Mr. Darius Frost is doing some arc at the moment, but I'm not sure who else is out there. So let's go over to the ending screen and hopefully my credits are going to behave today. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yay, they're working. Hallelujah. So first of all, big, huge thank you to all you guys for coming out today. Obviously, Mr. NBC for the resub earlier on for 23 months. Not back on nearly 2 years. Jeez, that's terrible. Obviously, Mr. The Vink, thank you very much for the 10 bitties. Trucking Master 1 and Toyota Supra 41. Thank you very much for the follows, and obviously a big huge thanks to everyone who's been lurking out there, obviously in chatting with us today. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a show. Let me bring up Twitch to see who is out there. Let me mute this just in case. So we do have Mr. Darius Frost. He is currently playing Ark Survival Ascended. You're more than welcome to go over there and follow and see that. We have Mr. Wheels 24/7 currently doing some City Skylines 2. See, that's another game that I can't get into. I don't know why. Obviously, I try watching Mr. Wheels and other people, and I just can't get into it. Very, very weird. We have Mr. The Vink 1972 is currently live, and obviously I know he has a funny accent, so it's hard to understand him at times. Mr. Grits fan is out there. Obviously, being that it's an SGA comes first, really, I suppose. I know Mr. Frost has been going 8 hours. I don't know. He'll probably be coming off soon. I think I might just go with Mr. Darius Frost, actually. I haven't raided him in quite a while. Normally he raids me, so I think that's what we're going to do today. So let's get you up and ready. Obviously, if you have not followed Mr. Darius Frost, let's go Frost. There is his link. We are going to go over and follow him, but if you get lost along the way, please, 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 please come over and at least say hi. So let's get this going. Obviously, like I said, later on, Mr. Dashnet will be going live. Hopefully, have some information regarding the premium and this map and the future of the PV maps. So yeah, make sure to check him out. Obviously, I will be back again on Friday for my usual 2-hour stream. Obviously, Friday is going to be very, very busy because obviously there's going to be a lot of people with early access. So if you do see someone live and you're still umming about the premium expansion, maybe try checking them out, ask some questions, and you never know, you might change your mind on things. So obviously, until Friday, guys, have a great rest of your day, and obviously tomorrow as well. And I will see you Friday, bright and breezy. Catch you later.